too.
Hi.
Oh, hi.
Sorry,
Hi.
we are having technical difficulties.
Listen,
if I get
y'all.
blurry, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
Hello, everyone. Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday. Thank you for coming over to this link. Sorry, we had to do a little switcheroo again.
Sorry. I'm trying to not go insane.
This is us trying.
Yes, it is. It is us trying.
Oh, y'all,
it's been a week.
It's been a week. Holly's been dealing with stuff. I've been dealing with stuff. It's just kind of been a little relentless lately in terms of life. And so we are happy to be here and talk about all the Taylor Swift stuff. As long
Am I frozen?
A little bit. Yep. No, you're not.
Okay.
Yeah. We don't know what's going on with Holly's camera. It's like it's lagging or something. I don't know. Frustrating. Very frustrating.
Okay. So I'm just going to try not to move.
Which is the hardest thing in the world.
Yeah. I don't feel like doing it like this, but okay, here we go. I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll just do our best with it. And
I'm just going to try it one more time.
Both look lovely. Thank you.
Thank you. I just want to see if this... Did it just go crazy?
No. I mean, you look dark, but other than that, I think you look clear. So maybe that's a better...
Yeah. Okay. So I'm just going to do this back to my normal. Am I frozen again?
Yes.
Okay.
Now you're not. I don't know. It's crazy. Your mom says she sees you and you're good. And your mom knows what you look like better than anybody. So, I mean, to be fair, you're also asking me, and I've been having an allergy situation with my eyes are all watery and stuff. So maybe I'm not the best person to ask. I don't know.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know. We've missed you guys too. We've missed you, Jen.
Definitely.
I can see that I'm frozen.
And You're not now. I know. It's just, it's as if there is a lag, like back in the olden days when the internet was new and webcams were new. Like that was the norm. So I don't know if it's maybe something happened with one of your, I don't know, your DSL cables or something. I have no idea. Or maybe it's not you. Maybe it's your neighborhood or something. I don't know.
Okay. Well, I have no idea, but we'll see what happens.
Or it could be, maybe it's me receiving the thing because people are saying no freezing.
Who knows? But let's just get into it. Let's just get into everything.
All right.
Okay. So here we are in this crazy time to be a Swiftie. Lots going on. And we wanted to name this live stream like, Are We in a Lavender Haze? But we didn't want to give any of like the Gaylors any misconstruing what we're saying.
Right.
But
kind of like this title better anyway.
Yeah, me too. I do too. And we have just a lot of like interesting Easter eggs that I feel like Taylor is alluding to. And I can't wait to talk about them because I am back to thinking they're going nuts with what color scheme? What?
With the lilac, maybe?
Oh, yeah, they are.
Oh, the Gaylors are? Oh,
yeah, they're going insane. They're going insane. We're here to bring you back down to earth. Yeah, they're crazy. Mm-hmm. So, what we're going to talk about today is the things that we've unpacked and discovered and our theories. I'm actually back to believing that TS13 is coming out she's announcing on December 13th. I just,
I
think it's gonna, yeah, and I think it's gonna be
definitely.
called 13. I really do. Like my Swiftie senses say it's gonna be called 13 because it's been 13s her whole career. When we get to the 13th album, why would she name it anything other than that?
Yeah, the only reason I think that she would, because I'm still stuck on the T, is because it's a little bit more like iconic just to have one letter, and also because of the Travis also being with a T and the T and the T and the T. But
yeah, I understand that, but like nothing, like as a Swiftie, like nothing truly would be more iconic than her naming this 13. Like it's 13. Like it,
yeah.
do you know what I mean? I've just been doing a lot of like thinking on that and being like, okay. But we've had 20 years of 13s. If she gets to the 13th album and doesn't name it 13 in Roman numerals, it would be like, Taylor, what are you doing?
Well, I definitely think December 13 is definitely in play, but I did have another idea.
Okay.
Because for the last two Swift days, meaning last month and this month, Taylor Nation has acknowledged them, and we know that they don't always. Okay, so they'd acknowledged last month, and they acknowledged it this month. And I thought, what if they were to acknowledge 13 Swift days in a row, so 13 months in a row, and that leads us to the release of the 13th album. And it just so happens that that date would be August the 13th of 2027.
That she does what?
That would be the 13th. If they continue to acknowledge every Swift day from here on out, there will be 13 of them as of October 13th, 2027. I'm sorry, August 13th, 2027, which is a Friday the 13th.
Okay.
It could also mean that the 8-7 that we were all convinced about is maybe 8 for August and 7 for 2027.
Could be.
I don't
absolutely.
know,
I have a feeling though she's doing debut on the 20th anniversary. That's when that's coming out. I have no idea about Reputation anymore. I really don't. I don't know what to think about it.
Which wouldn't she would have to announce for the release to be in October of debut. Wouldn't she, in theory, have to announce it right now?
Would she though?
Like a lead
I don't know.
time?
I really don't know anymore with her. I don't know. It could be set in September. She doesn't need that much ahead time for a Taylor's version, I don't think.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? I just when you really think about it, I don't know. She's so huge that I kind of feel like she doesn't really need a enormous amount of market time. For 13, I think that she will. I think she'll announce it on the 13th and it will come out in like February or something.
Yeah.
But I just don't know. I just don't know if she needs that much time anymore. Like I really just don't know. I feel like she's so huge that she doesn't really fully need that anymore.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I still like my 10/30 date for both of them, but I am losing hope in that.
We're all just grasping at this point.
we're all grasping. Yeah, I mean, as Christine's saying, like, yeah, it's already been recorded, so that's not.
Yeah.
I think TS13 is already recorded as well. I don't think any of them needing to be done are the issue. It was just like I'm thinking lead up time in terms of like leaving time for pre-sale and things like, and just marketing and things like that. But you're right that it is a Taylor's version, and so maybe it doesn't need as much.
Or I mean, she could announce it on the 20th and it comes out on her birthday. On her birthday, she announces that not only are we getting that, but in 3 months we're getting TS13. And then I don't know where to place Reputation in this. I really don't.
Yeah.
It has stumped me. Like I would have. Oh wait. I have to tell you this. Hold on, because I'm getting off track. Hold on. Okay. So what about this? New Heights, when it comes back, right? She debuts her and Travis as a couple in an interview for the first time. She debuts like the wedding pictures, and she announces debut Taylor's version, right? I think that would
absolutely possible
theoretically make sense. And then it comes out in October. In October, on the 20th anniversary, when it comes out, everyone's so excited. She then says, she says that her 13th album is kind of, I don't like that. She's going to announce it on her birthday, December 13th. She's going to announce her album. And I think it's going to be called 13. So again, I have not a clue where to place Reputation in this, unless she does a debutation still. She could still possibly do that.
Absolutely.
I just don't know. I tend to get the little feeling like, what if she does? She might not release Reputation TV. I mean, it's very possible that she might go, I'm not doing that.
It is possible. It would, unfortunately, it would become one of those things we'd constantly be clowning for, you know? And that, I mean, that's on us though. That's not her responsibility. So
yeah, it might just be our problem. But I don't like that.
No, I don't like it either. Because I desperately want to hear those vault tracks.
Oh, absolutely. Like, trust me, I'll be pissed if she does do this, but she might. She might. I don't know.
It's frustrating to me that there are just so many possibilities. There are so many. I mean, it's fun. It's great. I love it. I love clowning. I love coming up with theories. But I also get frustrated. Like, there's a dialogue online. There's always a dialogue online, and we've talked about this before. Like, before she got engaged, it was always, oh, you're chanting more, which in my opinion is not what that line is about. But regardless, we won't get into that. And now but she's being a bride. She let her be married. Let her enjoy married life. Like, it's not like we're saying you must give us these things. We're saying she's showing us that these things are coming, you know? And also she's told us that she doesn't want to stop. She doesn't like to take a break. There was an interview with somebody like an insider or something who said that, you know, she and Travis are so happy and they're busy working and continuing to like do their jobs and be busy in their careers, and that's how they both really like it.
Right.
I think that's again, it's a mutual thing that they both are so like career focused and are not happy unless they are doing whatever their career is. And it's like a weird kind of virtue signaling almost, I feel like, amongst the community of, you are asking too much. You must pull back. You must respect Taylor in this way. And it's just frustrating because I don't feel like we're being disrespectful.
You don't think that, is this camera better? Sorry.
No.
Is this camera?
Not for me.
Oh. Okay, sorry. So hold on. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't think we're being disrespectful because she has talked about it so much.
Exactly. I think she would be more disappointed if people weren't asking for things or clowning for things, or, you know, she'd be like, wait a second, doesn't anybody care about the next album? I mean, especially 13. Like, you know, this is one she's been planning in her head basically her whole life. I don't know. This weird moment in time that we have of everybody feels like they need to sort of stand out from the crowd and not say what everybody else is saying, and it like makes them feel special or something. So I feel like that's the oh no, she needs to be married, or she needs to be honeymooning, or she needs to be focusing on having a, or whatever they decide that Taylor should be doing, and therefore we all need to respect what they have in their head of what it's like. It's so weird to me. It's, you know, I mean, she's consistently been pumping out music. It comes back to, we've talked about this before, this idea that somehow she's fundamentally a different person because she's married, which is ridiculous.
Hold on. This is a great, Jen, this is amazing. Who would have thought 20 years ago that TS13 would be her married album? That is such a good point. That is amazing. I love that. Can I tell you something that I think is really interesting?
Please.
Okay, so yes, she's wearing lilac in that picture, and yes, she got a haircut. Oh my God. And yes, all the pictures, I mean, all the colors in that picture are the red, green, and purple. What is she doing? Like, it's amazing to me. If that was,
well, and gold. There's gold in that photo too.
If that was an accident, if that was truly a coincidence, the universe is literally connected to Taylor Swift's brain. If it was on purpose, what does it mean? But I had this interesting moment where I was thinking of the Fate of Ophelia music video, and the last frame of it when she's in the bathroom and you see the Ferris wheel in through the window. So if you think of
Elvis Kisses in Lilac.
Yeah. So if you think of the Ferris wheel being like the Eras tour and her relation, like her pre-engagement with Travis, and then the kisses being like her married, and then Lilacs being her next album.
Oh, I love that.
After they're married. And especially because it relates to the song Eldest Daughter, which I believe is just straight up to Travis. You know what I mean? Like just a to Travis song. So I think that we could have a, you know, like a lilac and gold would completely make sense. And then
I do too.
And then if you think about it even crazier, if you think about Ferris wheel, which is like the revolving circle of the Eras tour plus like the new relationship. If you think of it like that, kisses being like everything serious, being married, and then lilacs, their just married sign was also lilac. So like, again, this would go back to my theory from months ago that all of her pap walks are somehow like timelines in and of themselves. So now we have her in the lilac. We have her like in those the block coloring, which I'm still trying to work out like why she picked these albums. Why did she pick Debut, Speak Now, and Red? It seems kind of weird, right?
You mean for the Spotify canvases, or you mean the colors?
Like the colors, like if we're connecting them to albums, you know, or are we connecting them to, here's my other idea. You know how she mentions mood rings in I Knew What I Knew You? Like those are colors of mood rings. Like they are like the most prevalent colors when I used to have a mood ring, like that's the kind of the colors that they changed.
I'm always black, I think, because I was always cold.
So I don't know. I mean, that's my thoughts. I'll be right back.
That's
you take over for a second, and then I'll continue with something else.
My biggest thought is with her being at this exact same door that she was at, 2 years ago with the plaid outfit, which basically started the showgirl era. Now we're at the same door. Now we're in a lilac flowered floral dress. Gorgeous, by the way. I love that dress. A purse that has lilac and gold in it. And again, I go back to the countdown we had for New Heights last year. And it had the 4 basically doors, which we thought were just the seedy variants at the bottom. And we had a showgirl one. We already know what that was, the orange one. We had a purple one. And if this door is to the next purple era, and then I think that means maybe we will see her at this door 2 more times. We will see her at this door when TS14 era starts, and that will be the red or silver era. And then we'll see her at the door again when TS15 starts, and that will be whatever's left, red or silver. I could be wrong. It seems like a little crazy and not very Taylorish to kind of do the same thing that many times, but there is definitely a connection between the door. There's so many doors. There were all of those doors we had for Showgirl and the lead up to Showgirl, and I felt like the door didn't connect to the album. And I could not, and I still have not really been able to figure out why the door was so prominent in terms of the, the imagery and the promotion when it didn't connect to anything in the album. And maybe it's because she's using the doors as this way of like exiting one era and entering another one. I don't know. Yeah, excellent science too, Christine. Yeah.
Can I give you a theory on that?
Absolutely.
Because I have majorly thought about this. Okay. So you guys have to bear with me.
Okay.
So when we have to roll back the videotape and go, what was happening when the Eras tour started and what was going on like in Taylor's life. Now, I am going to get very Maddie right now. And it's not for any other reason than I think that one of like the most amazing things of the Eras tour was this transference of storytelling, like a complete and utter narrative switch, which is brilliant. Okay. But here's what I think. This is what I think the doors are. I think that hi, Melissa. Hi. I think that the doors, okay, here, let me just back it up even more.
Yeah.
I think that she truly thought that her and Maddie were going to be that was her end game. I truly believe that. It wasn't, it didn't work out. We all know all of that. But I believe at the time of the beginning of the Eras tour, I think her and Joe were already broken up. They just hadn't really said it publicly.
Yeah.
I think that she was already dating Maddie in a lot. I mean, they were already, I think, dating. Now, you look at the Eras tour set, okay? You look at Maddie Healy's set from the tours that were going on simultaneously, okay? The Eras tour set, we all know the Lover House, right? We all know all of that. I think, and this has been my long-standing viewpoint on what the Tortured Poets Department was originally supposed to be. The original, in my opinion is the Tortured Poets Department was going to be her and Maddie's album together. I have 1,000 reasons why. I believe that Fortnite was supposed to be Maddie singing instead of Post Malone, all of those things. Now, I think that because the way she sang about Maddie, I think there was a total revision of the Tortured Poets Department. A lot of songs added, but the story is, you can, in the first half of the album, you can see the story unfolding, right?
Yeah.
And you can put this story with them backwards in time, or it just so happens that because they broke up, it also worked just in present time with her, which is fascinating when you think about it.
Yeah.
So then you look at both of their sets, right?
Yeah.
And you say to yourself, here's the lover house and it has no furniture in it, right? You look at Maddie's set. You see when she showed up as a surprise guest for his show, she walked through the door on that stage, the stage set that was a door. She walks onto a stage that's all just furniture. It's all just furniture that goes in the house. I think that it was going to be a combined visual story of
I have the house,
them.
Furniture, and once we get together, it makes a complete home kind of an idea.
Yes. And I believe that they're both such visual storytellers and they're both such good performance artists that it makes complete sense. Now, there was a obvious and sudden abrupt ending of this story. And now she's like, what do I do? And she, in Taylor Swift fashion,
reimagines the idea of it.
And that just kind of goes away. But I think that the doors leading up to and before the Tortured Poets Department was released, I believe that the doors were leading to each other. Now, reason that I think this, because they mention doors in a lot of the songs that are about each other, they mention doors. Okay. A lot of locking, unlocking, inside a vault, all of these things. This was I'm opening the door and now our lives are finally together after a decade or whatever you choose to believe. I choose to believe that they had a very long musing of each other. And so anyway, I believe that those were the doors. And I believe that she tried to remarket that idea, but it never quite worked. And that's why it's so confusing to this day. It's like, what do all the doors lead to and why?
Right.
And where did they go? And what's the point? And I think that she kind of had to drop that marketing, but she couldn't really say out loud why she was dropping the marketing because it would be too obvious. So I think it was we're just going to ignore the doors and we're going to, we're just not going to talk about that. We're just not going to talk about that anymore. Okay. We're just not going to talk about it. We're going to do a lot of revisionists. We're going to put, Travis, we're going to make him, work in some of these songs. This is what we're doing. Okay. Because I am so pissed and I can't believe that this man just did this to me. And that's how I'm erasing it and I'm moving on and I'm rewriting the narrative. So I think that there is, and we have to just always be mindful, in my opinion, that that during that time period where Tortured Poets Department and the Eras were huge pivotal time periods in Taylor's life, there was some wild shit going on. And she was really, really into, the her and Maddie of it all. Let's think about her speeches, her life finally makes sense, blah, 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 blah. He was doing the same thing. He's wearing the white lab coat from the Fortnite video. I could go on and on and on and on about this. But I believe that it was a merging of kind of art forms, and the end was going to be, and here's our story. And, we know that he was in the studio during the Midnight's recording. We know that she was the surprise guest at his show, which was in January, right before the Eras tour started. We know that she publicly announced her breakup with Joe on Maddie's birthday.
Yep.
We know all of these things, okay? And those were all very intentional, things to do. And you have to wonder, when you just look at the song, The Tortured Poets Department, the song itself, this is it's like the whole story in a lot of ways, right? And she's saying it in like a, I know we're crazy, but I don't care. And like all of our friends know that we're like this into each other and we might even harm ourselves if we're not together. Like it was like it was like wild. So to me, she wrote that song in the full confidence that they were together and they were going to be together. Otherwise, it does seem completely insane to write this song. Do you know what I mean? It's like wildly unhinged.
Yeah.
So it's like, but if they were together and like, she's saying it in sort of like a, yeah, we're that couple. You guys didn't know about it. You didn't know that I've been having this whole big thing because again, I've been telling you since Folklore came out that this was fiction. And then I subtly just told you all that it was about real life when I dedicated Cardigan to Maddie during the Eras tour. Now, that was the first time that we ever said, who is this song about? Or most of us, you know what I mean? Most of us were like, wait, what? Why is she dedicating Cardigan to Maddie Healy? Why did she just
really saying I wrote this
big giant this one's about you, you know who you are, I love you. That's what she said, saying Cardigan. The same exact time he was, you know, dedicating songs to her, saying the exact same thing. Yeah, like it was wild. After she gives that big old speech about how everything in her life makes sense, finally, then she sings Question, which is clearly about Maddie Healy. So then we go Question. Well, that's weird because that is on Midnights. So it all starts going, this has been going on for a hot, long minute, right?
Yeah.
And all of it was coming to a head. It's like now we're getting rid of, like, we're merging together. The relationship with Joe's over. I've known it since Midnights. Like, okay. But now what am I going to do? And in spectacular Taylor Swift, I'm in 100% fashion. Like I am all in 100%. She's like, hey, wouldn't it be cool if I could do something like we could combine the visuals of our tours into this single unit. And when you start looking at it like that, there's so many 1975 visuals. Okay. Now, we can't forget also that what unlocks a door is a key, correct? So keys and doors and locks are so connected with Maddie and their entire career, their entire time span together, these decades, right? Where we have albums from, you know, Reputation forwards that references locks, keys, handcuffs, doors, all of those songs are all about Maddie Healy, right? So we have the Eras stage that's in the shape of a key. We have the Secret Garden, which needs the key. It looks exactly like the Secret Garden key from 1993 when it came out. We have so many links to keys with Maddie Healy. We have her Reputation jacket from the Reputation tour that has a key embroidered on it with a 75 underneath of it. It says 75. Like, so what I'm saying to you and to everyone is that I think the Doors were going to lead to something completely different. I mean, I even thought that the Doors might lead to, you know, to some of the Midnights tracks that I think, I mean, Maddie said that he worked on some songs for Midnights, but they just never made it to the album. You know what I mean? So anyway, I think that she tried
I don't disagree with any of that. I totally agree with you on that. I just think, as you're saying, like she recommissioned this idea.
Yeah.
And put it into Showgirl. And I think that when she was doing that, she did plan ahead and said, well, maybe I can do it for this album, the next, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, like, I think that we're in the agreement with the fact that the Doors got repurposed and it's never been a solid marketing through line because she had to do it spur of the moment. So now I think that the Doors, she's still trying to like, how can I work this back in? Because, you know, all the key is in Vancouver and blah, 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 blah. All this, I I still think that that was all pre. I truly believe. You look at those last shows, and some of the like, and also, okay, hold on, I'm getting off track, but I'm in the mood to talk about it. So when you think about how long it took them to add the Tortured Poets Department set to the Eras Tour, it wasn't that long in terms of, I think that they've been practicing a much longer time period. Like she had already had this idea that we're going to launch this album together. It's going to be a mutual, project in performance wise.
Mm-hmm.
When you look at the 1975's last album and you see the absolute insane amount of, and again, I will do this in hyper focused detail when I do Smoke and Mirrors, but I'm just giving you guys like a little beep beep. There's so much correlation that it's like it's virtually insane. So anyway, I think that she's like, well, I can't leave any like stone unturned, or like I don't like a little plot hole or like a hanging threat or whatever metaphor you want to use. I'm just going to shove the doors into Showgirl and see what happens. And like, it's fascinating. And it's also fascinating that, again, like you said, that it's the same door. Like it's the same door as Showgirl. Really it's the same. Like, so I think that this whole like point that I'm trying to articulate here is that I think the marketing chaos from the Eras Tour, especially regarding the Tortured Poets Department, has taken a while for her to catch up with. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like it was a little bit like, oh no. Like, it got a little unhinged. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I think she's trying to reel it back into like her normal, like, into her normal kind of marketing situation, because I truly believe that she was bonkers, like, out of her, like so pumped about a collaboration with Maddie, and like that. I think that she truly believed that was her soulmate. I mean, look at the songs on that album, everyone. I mean, she was in it deeply. Mm-hmm. And then she was like, well, I've got to add to this because this story just got way different, you know? And I think that threw her for a loop.
She can pivot, and that's
what
is so amazing about her.
She's the best pivoter of all time. Like the narrative switch ups that happened during the Eras Tour are so brilliant that it's almost, I mean, it's absolutely incredible the amount of things that she did, and I can't wait to talk about it more in depth because it's truly mind bending. But anyway, I think it's bleeding over into this time period a little bit because then after that chaos came another like huge relationship that she's the happiest she's ever been, and now she's married, and that's super great, and we love that for her. We love this.
We love that. We love it
this fully. But I think it's like, and now, you know what I mean? I think again, she's a person that plans in advance. That's why I truly believe that her and Maddie were
plans in advance, and I think also like
much longer than
gets attached to her ideas, because she, you know, I think she comes up with an idea and she loves it so much that she doesn't want to walk away from it, and that's why she does pivot with things, which I understand. You know, if she's put time and mental energy into, say, Doors, then sometimes whatever else you come up with just doesn't hit as much, and you want to love what you're putting out there.
Absolutely. So, and it could have been like a really cool idea that we'll never know about it because she had to abandon the ship. I mean, I didn't even mean to quote her right there, but like it just happened. But you know, I think that's like one of the, it's wild. I mean, and again, if you look at like the Fortnite, well, actually, if you look at, by the time the Tortured Poets Department got to the Eras Tour, and you look at the opening screen of the highway with all the furniture, all that furniture is the furniture that was on Maddie's stage.
Right. Okay. It was, Funding in a Foreign Language tour, right? Or the tour that connected that album, I think.
Yeah. And it's like that it's like the entire set. It's his entire set.
Yeah, that's
and
mind, honestly.
yeah,
When you pointed that out, and then I went and looked, and I was like, "Oh my god!" And
yeah,
the bed that's done again in the Fortnite video.
It's all there. It's all there.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, she did it on purpose, because I truly believe.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll just say this from the heart, that when the Torture Poets department came out, I still think she was trying to get Maddie back. Like, I think that, I mean, people go, no, she's not. I think she was, she didn't believe that it was truly over. I maybe not get him back, but I don't think that she truly believed that it was super over. And I don't know if she was massively in love with Travis at that point. I mean, I guess they were by that point, but like, that was world crushing for her, and we all could see it, you know?
Mm-hmm. Well, and again, I think regardless of, you know, obviously we won't probably ever know exactly what her emotional state was at that time when she was, you know, coming up with the Fortnite video and the Tortured Poets set for Eras Tour. Like, we're not going to know exactly where her heart was in terms of Maddie and Travis, but
no, again, but I think that they planned a lot of it together. Like,
exactly. And so she wasn't going to just
scrap it
because of some man, right? She was like, this is a good idea regardless. And it did fit. Like, it fits perfectly. It fits the aesthetic of like, it all fits. It's all perfect.
It's all perfect.
So anybody who has not delved into the maddiness of it all and everything like that we have here and that you have in depth, right? It doesn't know about any of that, is never listened to his music or knows his
oh my god, well then when I do Smoke and Mirrors, you guys are being mind blown, because let me just tell you that I go year by year. Like, I do the entire decade. I go year by year. And if, like, on the Sparks Fly app, like, I posted this picture like a while ago of like my most unhinged, like, the notes. I laid out all the notes.
It was like all over the whole
It took up this entire office. Like, the notes for Smoke and Mirrors took up the entire floor of this entire office. Like, it's like all these sheets of paper, like the entirety of the entire floor. And it is, first of all, I guess I have to say, for anyone who doesn't know, like, I'm a huge 1975 fan, like, huge. So it's a really cool combination of like being like a mega fan of both artists. And so hi Abby. Hi Abby.
Hi, honey.
And hi to everybody, because I think we skipped that part today because we were having massive like I was, you know, obviously having a lot of camera problems. Is it?
Like, you're totally in focus.
Yay!
So maybe it was just a weird weather glitch. I don't know. It was a glitch. Guess there was a glitch.
Oh my god.
Let's just fingers crossed it stays that way.
Yeah, let's just hope that everything's
and we're
Hello.
Here.
Hello, everybody.
As always.
So anyway, all that to say, all that to say, I think that's what is going on at the Doors. But now, can I just talk about something else really fast?
Yeah. We have a lot of like headlines to hit too. So we're already deep in the sauce, but that's okay. That's what we do.
When you look at the Eras Tour book now, I had to move everything because of the flood that happened, or the leaking that happened in here. But
and just thank God it didn't get any of your Taylor Swift stuff, because
it did, but it's on the other walls. But it's okay.
Oh, I thought you said it didn't. Oof.
Yeah, it did get some of it, but not too bad though. And it's just this wall over here, but it didn't destroy like anything. So thank God. Yeah, that was wild. But let me find my Eras Tour book, because I think that this is also pretty fascinating. Hold on.
Okay. Well, while you do that, how about I just hit some of these like headline stuff that has happened that we don't necessarily have to talk about in depth. For example, Taylor was this week, it was announced that she is going to be the youngest person ever to go into the Nashville Songwriters Hall of Fame. So big congratulations for her on that. And my understanding of that is that there are still some like it's really hard to get people get it's one of those things where people get nominated every year, and they're like some big names and stuff, and they don't always make the cut. And so it was a big deal.
And we're so happy.
So happy. Another, just going back, since we didn't get to talk about it last week, we will talk about the TikTok thing and the Cheeto stuff because that's big, but I want to save that because that's a longer conversation. But I also just want to mention that it did also come out that while on the Eras tour, there was someone on the crew who found out while they were on the tour that a family member had, I believe, cancer or some sort of very serious illness. And Taylor not only said, use my private jet as much as you need to go back and forth, she also offered, I think, $100,000 to pay for the medical costs for that family member. Just another little piece of information about her character, who she is, she always has been. And again, it was not Taylor coming out with this information. This obviously has stayed under wraps for a while. It was somebody who knew the Eras Tour crew member that this happened to and decided to share.
I'm getting requests. That can we do comments because they want because, and so yes. So let me go back.
While you go back, I just want to. We did get another picture today of Taylor at a wedding.
Another wedding.
At a wedding, and look at her dress. They look like butterflies, but they are flowers.
And is it navy blue?
It's navy blue and gold. And then we sort of have a picture of the wedding band.
Woo!
It's diamonds. It looks like it's got a little dip to it to sort of make room for her engagement ring.
Love.
It's very simple, which I love. So gorge. That's just exciting stuff. But I love her dress. It's beautiful. And then we have sort of a better look at the new haircut, which is lovely.
No, I don't love that picture of the bangs, though. Those bangs are crazy right now.
The bangs are a little crazy. I think what's she doing? Doesn't know what to do with her bangs sometimes when she does something new with her hair. I don't know. Or maybe, I don't know exactly the location, but maybe the humidity was really bad. And Holly knows because she was a hairstylist, and I know because I have curly hair. If you got curly hair and you are trying to keep it straight in the humidity, it is near impossible. Like, it wants to curl. So hi, LP. So it could just be she was fighting with some of the weather as well that made it have a little bit more body and poof to it. But regardless, she looks stunning, and it's a beautiful dress. So also we had Travis wearing his wedding ring in a press conference.
Yeah. It looks
referred to Taylor as his wife, which as he would, but just exciting to hear him say it.
I know.
And he said that the wedding was the best night of his life ever.
As it should be. If he said anything else, he'd be getting divorced. Just kidding.
So those are just like a lot of fun things that we could just kind of highlight.
Yes, super, super fun. Okay, so let's get to some of these comments. Lots of lavender and stars and metallics. Oh my, yes.
Oh yes, and nails at the wedding are again that like it's lavender, but it's a little like maybe silver or gold. And so again, we've got that same nail color, which is interesting because she was at a wedding. It wasn't a catwalk. It wasn't. Maybe she knew she was going to get photographed. I don't know. I mean, the pictures were from people, but they still look like like they don't look like shots that like she necessarily knew were going to happen or consented to or whatever. But
so I also think, okay, this just goes back. Like if you think of the song Eldest Daughter and like all of the words in it, and you think of like the shimmering light, that's usually gold, lilacs, kisses, fair. We've already gone over this earlier in the live stream, but again, it's referencing again this song, I think, in so many ways. The lilacs and the shimmering gold, and that's a song that's completely to Travis, right?
For sure.
And I just think that it's interesting to me that it's gold and lilac. I would like to know why she picked lilac, especially considering Speak Now is purple, but I think that they were somewhere with lilacs. I mean, I truly believe that that was like a, because she has that Ferris wheel in.
Yeah, maybe he gave them to her on their first date or some sort of special date, or maybe it's a special thing between them or whatever. I don't know. I have thought since Showgirl really did have two colors, and even the Tene post that was it was on Swift Day, or maybe it was the day before Swift Day. I think it was on the 12th. They said like that they mentioned not only orange, but they mentioned the mint green. So I think we definitely can see that it was an era with two colors instead of one color. And I think maybe now we're in two color eras. And TS13 will be the lilac and gold. And I think, I mean, I don't know for sure, obviously, but so maybe we're in, because she's used so many of the colors already.
Yeah. And I think that like she loves purple. You know what I mean?
It's her favorite color.
Yeah. So 13, it would make the most sense, you know, in a lot of ways. All right. So I'm going to get back to comments. I know everyone thanks you for it, but I need to show you this.
Okay.
So I think that this right here, this page is so interesting because we have Showgirl orange color at the top. And then where she says, see you next era, it's lilac.
Yeah.
And then when you think of how many things went from red to purple in the Eras tour, outfit wise, boots wise, also Midnights, there was a lot of orange in Midnights, and in the anti-hero video, the arrow that shoots her as like when she's a giant is orange, and the purple sparkle that comes out is as purple. So there's like an orange purple reference point. So like I see all of this transition from orange into lilacs and purples. The thing that is blowing my mind, and I don't really understand it fully, is why she chose that red, green, violet situation. Unless it's different like excitement points in her. Like I don't know. Like I just don't know. I don't know that part. I'll have to explore it more, but let's get into some of these comments. Okay. Darren says, I think something is being released on December 13th. Me too. I think her 13th album is going to be announced. Maybe even something is going to be happening. I personally think that it's going to be called 13. I think it's going to be Roman numerals 13 or just 13. Like it might just be 13, like her original guitar with the sparkly 13 on it. Like the 13, it just, if she names it kind of anything other than 13, I kind of think it will be odd. I'm down for it, but like, we've been following 13s for 20 years. We're at the 13th album. I can't imagine her naming it anything else when you think about it, like in a very Taylor-esque way. I love the idea of it being named T. Love it. Love it fully. It's very significant for her and Travis. Kicks ass. I love it. But will she do? I don't know. I think she'll name it 13. I mean, in my Swiftie head, it's like, I don't know. I feel like that's so on the nose with her. I don't know. The only thing I don't know is rep. I can't figure out where. Hi, Melissa. Hi, Darren. You both look lovely at least. Oh, thank you, Jen. Thank you. Okay. Yay. Okay. Well, I'm just happy that it's all. I'm gonna say hello to everybody. Hello. Okay. These are all about me freezing, so we're just not gonna. We don't need to get into that. Okay. What is it? I am clowning for December 13th, even though it is Sunday, but Taylor can do anything. Yes, she can. And she will. I don't think that like release times affect her anymore, like days of the week. Do you? I just don't. I mean, she could announce it on the 13th. It doesn't mean it's coming out on the 13th, you know?
Yeah.
I would love the TS13 on her birthday. Me too. I think it would be good. And 13 has to be involved for sure. I agree. I saw a graphic on Instagram, women's concerts, over 60,000 fans, Taylor Swift, 61, Beyonce, 22, Madonna, 1, and I can't remember the other person with 1. Wait, hold on. I saw on I saw a graphic on
21
Instagram.
concerts,
Oh,
20
okay.
concerts, one concert, and then one other person. Okay. Wow, that's a big
That's
difference.
Huge difference.
Part of that has to do with like the location, like if they do it at an arena versus a stadium. I don't know. Like,
oh wait, there's a correction. Sorry, Beyonce too. So wait, what? I saw her.
Beyonce 2, not 22. Really? Not for this last tour that she did. That was
Whoa.
I don't know. Interesting.
She can announce anytime she wants. It's not that the albums can only start pressing. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that is true.
That is the true.
Yeah. So
That's true.
Definitely possible. I still want it to be on 10:30.
I know. I want.
But
maybe Reputation will be on 10:30. I mean, I don't know. I don't think it's going to be that close. I mean, I don't know. I again, like Taylor's usually so on the nose that she's going to be like 20th anniversary. Here's debut. You know, Reputation. It's very possible. She's like, I'm not putting that one out. But like, why wouldn't she? It's like there will be just one unfinished one.
Yeah,
it's just like incomplete set kind of vibe that I don't feel like she would really do.
Checklist.
Yeah, exactly. Debut, it's done already. I think the anniversary was always the plan. I kind of think so too. She's just really like that. 8-7 was such a disappointment. Huge disappointment.
Huge. Then we all sort of mutually decided, like, oh, it'll be the 12th or the 13th or we kind of were like, wait, still, we want something. And
yeah, she's like,
came.
Yep, she's like, whatever. She's like, I'm not listening.
You thought so, but you were wrong.
I think she will drop T13 on December 13th. I know it is a Sunday, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It truly doesn't matter at this point. New Heights will return on 8/26, 1 year since engagement announcement, I'm pretty sure. And I think that's when she's going to debut them as a couple in an interview. I think she's going to be on it. I think she's going to, I think that she's going to announce debut. And I think she's going to debut her wedding photos.
I definitely think she's going to be on it. I think it's going to give them an opportunity to talk about whatever they want to talk about with the wedding. Totally. And again, to debut the photos. And I will say, not to get us too sidetracked, but some like Z-list former reality star was on some, I guess maybe her podcast. I'm not even like going to say her name because I'm annoyed by what she said, but she tried to do the comparison of, oh, Gabriette's dress was so great, I loved it so much, and whatever Taylor's dress is, I'm sure it was mid. And it's like, girlfriend, was anybody walking around saying, oh, I want to know what so and so thinks about Taylor Swift's wedding dress? Absolutely no one was asking you what you thought of it. But again, it's like, yes, Christine. The comparisons are already there, and we have not even seen the pictures from Taylor and Travis's wedding. So
and then Taylor's not going to do anything mid on her wedding. Like, can we just erase that from the narrative fully? Like, it was that MSG. Like, she's not doing anything mid for her wedding. Period.
Well, a person is not exactly like a fashion icon. So
yeah, so it's like
who cares? Who cares what you think? But again, it's like, again, I think that Taylor wanting to do it with Travis on New Heights is great, and it's great for Travis. It helps out Travis and Jason, but also it just creates a little bit of mental space between the Maddie and Gabriette pictures and the Taylor and Travis.
Absolutely.
And they're going to hope to avoid that comparison.
Yeah.
There should not be a comparison.
No, there shouldn't be. And let me tell you something. I love the photos from Maddie's wedding. I think they're exquisite. Like, I love them. And I love Gabriette's dress. I love the whole thing. Like, that photo shoot that looks like Wuthering Heights kind of like film, like, completely gorgeous. I love the like Victorian Gothic vibe of it. I fully am obsessed with. And I'll be fully obsessed with Taylor's also. Like, Taylor's not going to have a mid wedding dress. I mean, that's like insane.
No, but again, it's going to be those people who are like, well, I can't like, even if I deep inside like what Taylor wears at her wedding, I can't publicly say that I like it because then I'm going along with the crowd, or I'm doing like the popular thing or whatever. And everybody these days is so like, no, I have to be different. I have to stand out. I have to I have to not go along. Like, just enjoy what
it's also like it's ridiculous because it's like you're denying yourself your own feelings. Do you know what I'm saying? If you like something, just like it and like it a lot. Just go for it.
Every bride is the most beautiful bride on their wedding day. Like Gabrielle was the most beautiful bride at her wedding. On her wedding day. And Taylor was the most beautiful. And I haven't even seen Taylor, but I can tell you that
absolutely.
You're happy.
Knockout.
It's like that's what the day is supposed to be. Why would we have to compare these two women? We don't. We
do not. And we shouldn't, because they're completely different individuals who are not alike at all. And these false comparisons are like insane, and they're damaging. They're damaging to people. So anyway, yeah, I don't know. It's just wild. Do you think that she will do full Reputation or just the bonus tracks? Okay. This is a great question. I hope that she leaves the album alone and just adds vault tracks. Why? Because I love Reputation so much that if there's like slight differences, if like the mixes aren't the same, if like any of the things are different, I know that I'll be like, why? When we could have just had the vault tracks. Do you know what I mean? I think that Reputation is literally sounds perfect. I like, and I'm like an audiophile psycho, and I'm like, this album sounds perfect. It sounds perfect. There's nothing needs to be done to this album. It's gorgeous. Please just do the vault track. Give us a new cover. You know what I mean? That would be fun.
Yeah.
For the vault in there. That'd be great.
I think that New York Times interview when she was like, I know what I did with Reputation. Reputation was a perfect album. I think that was her signaling to us.
We're not redoing it.
That we're not getting rep. We're just getting the vaults.
Yeah. We are just doing that. And that is 100. I like it better. I like that idea better, to be honest with you, because there were some Taylor's version songs that I was like, oh no, girl. Why did we just do this? Why did we just do this? I don't know. But let's just leave Reputation by its like alone, because it sounds perfect and beautiful, and let's just add the vault. That's how I feel.
The vaults, I mean,
it gives me less anxiety.
The vaults could potentially be, 10 tracks, 12 tracks. I mean, they could be enough
100%.
to be essentially an entire album.
Yes.
So
100%.
We'll take it. We'll
take it.
Sure.
Absolutely. We are taking it. 100%. New like photo shoot vibe. Oh my gosh. It's Reputation is the only one though that I'm like, can she recapture it? Because it was so like of the moment, and Taylor was in such a vibe that I want to hear the vault more than anything. I'm a little nervous if she re-records all the songs. I'll be like, oh my God. If she tries to redo the essence, the aura of Reputation, and it doesn't quite get it, I think a lot of people will feel that more than other albums. And I mean, I don't know. I maybe that's my own delusion, and I'm cool with it. I'm fine with it.
Just look at the conversation that there was, like a 1-minute clip of Look What You Made Me Do on The Handmaid's Tale, the final season. And it was the Taylor's version. And just the conversation around that was people did not like the changes. They did not like, the little like the what kind of,
I know.
So I get it.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I can't deal with King of My Heart being in any way messed up, Dress being any way messed up. I literally, I won't be able to deal with it. I will not be able, Getaway Car anyway screwed up. I can't. Don't blame me being screwed up in any way. The whole album, I can't. I won't be able to.
My shirt I'm wearing, my Don't Blame Me shirt. Yeah,
love. I'm wearing my Reputation headband today, everyone.
Nice.
Yeah, like I don't know. That album has such a vibe that I mean, King of My Heart, if she screws it up, or if there's anything different,
like
Dress, come on.
That's subjective in terms of it being, but yeah, I hear what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
The photo shoot. What if she, instead of having new photos, she had like Bleachella photos?
Love. Would be so for it that I wouldn't even know what to do with myself. I would love.
That would allow her to sort of reclaim that
And in fact, she should do that.
Was supposed to be that never
She should do that.
sort of got stolen from her.
Yeah, she should do that. She should, in fact, just release on before, like, not before seeing pictures from that era, because it's just such a vibe that I think it would just be so badass. Like, just yes, Bleachella, anything that we haven't seen, yes, just yes. I want to see that. I would rather see that than have it Taylor currently trying to recapture Reputation.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, I just personally would. But
either that or a photo from Eras Tour with the gold bodysuit.
Ooh, yeah.
I mean, it's not the vibe, but it's very closely mentally tied with Reputation, obviously.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, I mean, I have my theories about like why it took so long for that outfit to change, because Reputation is such a huge Maddie album that I believe that, again, it was so tied in, like because she goes in like immediately 100%, like immediately. Taylor goes in 100%.
Yeah.
And she's like, let's just, this is it. This is, it all makes sense now. She said it herself, my whole life finally makes sense. And it's like, she's
a thought. Well, kind of recovered a thought.
Okay.
That was the Back to the Office, which we've talked about many, many times, that post with the A12, but also had the A13, and it was the gold for TS13 gold. That brings me back to my August 13th theory. I don't know.
It very well could be. I don't think that we're waiting that long, though. For some reason, I feel like it's
like a long time.
She's doing like, here's why. Because it's been a year since, the Showgirl announcement, right? Mm-hmm. So we've been talking about Showgirl and been in the Showgirl era now for a long minute, Mm-hmm. And I think that if she releases TS13 in December, if she announces it in December, she's going to have a year of like us being completely fed, where she can just do whatever she wants with, whatever her and Travis have, whether they're, whatever their plans are, for this first year of being married. Like it will still be fresh music that we get, but she doesn't have to do anything. It's already done. Do you know what I mean? So I think that it's coming out sooner than later, because I feel like she's probably thinking, well, I don't really know where exactly I'm going to be in a year. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't,
yeah,
I don't know.
I'm thinking about all the tour rumors, and that would take a year. Like, if she was starting now to pick out tour, she would put the album out close to the tour start, the tickets and stuff going on sale, right? And also Grammy noms and
totally
August.
Totally. And then but here's the other thing also, like her tour could be named 13, and it would make sense because it would be the last album, like the 13 tour. That sounds so good. And it's so fitting for her that I don't know. I believe that I think she's announcing it on her birthday. That's what I want. That's what I'm envisioning. I mean, she might.
What if she announces Debutation? She could announce Debutation on Debut's anniversary.
Totally.
Then it comes out.
Totally. Yeah. She could announce both of them on New Heights, and it comes out on the 20th anniversary. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I could fully see her doing that. Like, let's just get these two out of the way. Boom, 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 boom. Everything done. Then she announces TS13 on her birthday. Love. Yeah. I love that. Okay. Did we read this? Do you think she will do? Oh, yes. That's we just sidetracked. She made it sound like just the vault tracks for Rep. Yep. I would much prefer it that way. Maybe for Rep, she will do a vault album for all unreleased songs from Rep, Folklore, and Evermore. Ooh. Yeah.
I would love that.
I would love, and that would make sense though, because that would be in such a perfect timeline of like what was going on in her life. Yeah, I love that idea. I think she is done with Midnights, and she released all the songs from the Torture Pose Department era. Yeah, I mean, she probably does have like 50 more songs from the Torture Pose Department era, but that album's 30 plus songs. You know what I mean? I think
Yeah,
she is fully done with that.
Always has unreleased stuff.
Absolutely.
She's always writing, and some stuff just doesn't make the cut.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't make the cut, like maybe it'll just never come out, and that's just what it is. So yeah, I don't think we're gonna go back and get, because technically, "You're Losing Me" is marked as a vault song, which is weird because it came out at the same time. Whatever, and then like the 3Ms are.
Where's my Soul Midnight's album? Like that's just something it's must have. I need the Till the Dawn edition on vinyl immediately. Like I need it now. I've needed it since it came out, and I still need it. Ugh. Taylor herself said she would never stop working, writing, etc. I think she finds it offensive to suggest it. Absolutely, she's never stopping. She may take a break, like right now. Like she's not. We don't know what she's doing. She's just living. You know what I mean?
And that's the thing. She does take breaks,
right? She does.
And that's when we don't see her. Or like, I mean, I maybe her definition of a break is different than other people's definition of breaks. But it's not. Yeah, she's working. Yeah, but she's writing. Like she's a creative person. She's just
she can't stop it. Totally, 100%, 100%. Who would have thought that 20 years ago that TS13 would be her married album? I know. Again, the universe loves our girl. I mean, seriously. Her wedding outfit today was navy and gold metallic florals. So interesting.
I know. I think it's very interesting that those florals look like butterflies at first glance, too.
I know. I love
her nails were lilac with gold. See, I didn't see the gold stars on her nails. It's not a great picture. It's a little hard to tell. So I'm gonna
not to mention Travis being part of the Six Flags rides. What are we
the Ferris wheels.
Ferris wheels.
Oh, and he's part owner of Cedar Point, and he's the brand ambassador.
Oh, I love that. Well, that makes even more sense.
That's a great point. Yeah,
that is a great point. That's a super great point. Oh my god, I love that. Travis team colors red, maybe, and lilac for her. And what's green?
Yeah.
Is it blades of grass in summer? I knew you. I have no idea. Those colors are throwing me off, but whatever.
And,
I think it will be TS13 with Rep. I think she's following a book called Midnight Library about a character finding books that tells different stories about your life. Okay, hold on. Let me read this again. I think it will be TS13 with Rep. I think she's following a book called Midnight Library about a character finding books that tells different stories about your life. Is this Midnight Library from like when I was young? Are we talking about the same book?
I've never heard of it.
It's really good. That's such an interesting reference, Melissa, because I'm going to obsess on this. I already feel it. This is going to be a new obsession. I'm going to
interesting idea.
I love that.
I can't comment on that, but
oh my god, I love it. Okay, so I love that, and now I'm going to obsess.
It's not out of the realm of possibility, certainly, especially
definitely not
an older book that maybe she read when she was young, and I could see that. Yeah.
Well, and especially if you think of the manuscript, like which is a whole entire song about basically her life. You know, like I love this idea. I'm going to be obsessing on it. Thank you, Melissa, for my for giving my brain something to obsess on for the next God knows how long. Exit signs too. Yeah, I think this was in reference to like where did the doors and exit signs go. I still am just going to go down hard on the fact that I think that the exit signs being green, we're saying goodbye to two of those X's, the London ones. You know what I'm saying? Because our exit signs are red. And I think that's just what it meant.
It could be that. And I think it's also Rep and Debut, which are both green. And
it could be.
So
absolutely.
Again, as with Taylor, two things can be true at the same time.
100%. 50 things can be true altogether. She's multi-dimensional for sure. Was the picture of a good enough quality to qualify for a pap walk with hints? I think so, because the paps were there. Are we talking about the lilac picture?
Yeah, I think that's what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Again,
she called
it's
that.
It's not even about like the level of quality. I don't think it's about sort of the.
And they need to be there.
Yeah, they knew to be there, and like, yeah, the idea of when she wants to be seen, she's seen. And again, I think it's whenever she has a purse.
Oh, yeah,
I need a purse.
Yeah, she doesn't need a purse. She has nothing in it except one stick of gum and like chapstick. So
for Travis.
Yeah, one stick of gum for Travis, and that's about all that's in the purse. So, yeah, again, they were lined up. It was a called shoot that was very staged. She had a haircut. Oh, she wanted us to know what.
Yeah, it is interesting that it's not a very clear picture, and then it's like, was there only one paparazzi there?
I don't know. I saw 2 pictures.
I think I only saw one, but was one of them the only picture I remember?
One was definitely blurry.
Yeah, they're very like grainy. Like
one was blurry. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Very interesting.
That's
I think mysterious.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's doing it on purpose. I mean, I think she is building like mystery. I have the and the albums that we've had since Folklore have been different narratives, and 13 is kind of wrapping all of those up with Rep and then the rebirth of Debut. I like that idea a lot also. That's very interesting because it's true. It's like all these different stages for life, but also 13 is going to be the first stage where she's married. Do you know what I mean? But we don't know when she wrote it. I mean, she could have had this thing done 3 weeks after Showgirl for all we know. I mean, it's Taylor. We never really know.
That's true. I mean, I think it was all recorded before she married Travis, but we won't know until we hear the songs, obviously.
Right. Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting. I love that. Maddie and Taylor have been writing about each other for years. Oh, trust me, I know. Trust me, I know. It's been my like obsession for a decade. So yes, I know. I agree with that. Yay.
Thank you.
You're blowing my mind, Holly, about the tour sets. Mm-hmm. Oh, wait till you guys see Smoke and Mirrors, because like I blew my own mind about 75 times, like in like truly. I like, and I have, there's one thing that I think about it every day. I'm not even joking. I think about it every day.
Okay.
And it blows my mind literally daily. So yay. I didn't follow anything of Maddie's, but that makes complete sense. Well, trust me,
Then neither did I until like Holly started talking about it, and then I started looking into it. Although Holly has like told me not to look too much because she wants me to be surprised for Smoke and Mirrors.
Oh, you're going to be major.
So I've watched a few videos and listened to just like the handful of videos and songs that I have gotten into. Mind blowing. It's like you can't even believe it. You're like,
you can't. It's like it's so obvious. And like when you're a fan of both of them, it's like I can't like. This is insane to me that this is going on. You know what I mean? Like it's truly remarkable and obvious. And so it wouldn't be obvious if you weren't a fan of 1975. You would never know that this was going on. But if you did, this is the fascinating part. It was like a open secret. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
So again, I'm just going to say, what was Joe doing during this time period? I still can't. I'm like, what was really the thing? I don't know. I mean, there was a lot of stuff with Maddie. It just never worked out. But this is when I think that she was like she was invested at the Eras tour for this to work out. Yeah, big time.
But you would be if you
absolutely she would
have
be
that narrative in your head for 10
absolutely
years.
Absolutely.
Finally, you get to whatever that.
Totally.
Yeah, and it's a way of dealing with a 6-year relationship that didn't work out, is for you to say, well, that didn't work out because I was supposed to be with this. Like it's a coping mechanism.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Real feelings there, because there definitely were, but
there was so much like psychology, I think, going on with that entire time period, that it was like rebound, rejection, cope mechanism, like 6-year relationship, like world stage. Like you're on the world stage, and all this is playing out. It is so mind-bending. Anyway.
That's why I think, obviously the Maddie thing ending would have hit her hard regardless because of all the stuff put in it. But it was like a double-barreled.
Absolutely.
Because I think we've talked about this before, that we do think she grieved the Joe stuff a lot before they actually broke up.
Midnight's the breakup album.
Yeah, well, Yeah, I guess and no. I mean, there's a lot of stuff on that album, but yes, definitely there are songs on there that definitely are. But
I think the rest of the songs on Midnights are about Maddie, 100%. I think there's so many Maddie songs on Midnights that I can't even.
There's one about Taylor Lautner, I think.
Oh yeah, like Midnight Rain.
Midnight Rain, yeah, thank you. My brain always connects Midnight Rain and Lavender Haze, and then I have to like separate them before I can figure out which one I'm talking about. But yeah.
But let me tell you something: the cloud during the Eras tour during Midnight Rain is 100% a reference to Maddie. 100%, like literally plucked right on out of one of his music videos. It's absolutely insane, and I can't wait to show you. Okay, anyway,
the 70s aesthetic of that.
Yeah, was the 1970s.
Yeah.
Well, come on, it's wild. Okay. Did I just read this? I'm getting all excited. Like talking about this time period is like my favorite thing. You think she always planned the album then during the tour, because that would mean that the black and white album cover isn't true. Hold on. You think she always planned an album then?
Oh, okay.
Yes. Okay. Let me just tell you this. Yes, I do believe that. Here's what I think. If you rewind to before the Eras tour even started, when she let's go to January. We can actually go back further. We can go back to the November, okay? When she was still recording Midnights, okay?
Mm-hmm.
She worked with Maddie was recording his album Being Funny in a Foreign Language. She was recording Midnights. Same time, Jack produced both. Okay. So they have a lot of interaction. Maddie does a couple interviews talking about how he wrote songs for Midnights that didn't make the album. So they're collaborating is what I'm trying to get. They're collaborating, right? She shows up at his concert in January, surprise guest. I'm thinking that this entire time period, I think her and Joe are already finished, just not publicly. I think that her and Maddie were already together. Okay. I think that they were already collaborating on now we're finally together. How are we going to sell this to the world? Taylor, because again, she's the queen of petty, right? Like we have to just accept this, like this part of her, which I celebrate. I love it. She's like, well, I'll publicly announce it on your birthday. Well, that's like absolutely wild, right? You don't do that unless you're already dating somebody for like a little bit here. You know what I mean? Like she was not hard launching this relationship. Just like she said, she didn't hard launch a relationship with Travis the first time we saw them at the game, right? They had already been together, for months and months. So again, the same theory is in play here. So I think that they're like, let's do an album together. Let's collaborate. Okay. If you take Maddie's aesthetic, okay, minus one album, his entire aesthetic is black and white, period.
Yeah.
Always. So you take that and you look at Reputation, Folklore, Tortured Poets Department that are significant, that are black and white. Okay. There's obviously a lot of Maddie and Nevermore, but I'm just talking aesthetic wise. You take those three albums, that is like a 1975 aesthetic, like period. That is the end. So I think that the concept of the Tortured Poets Department, which is Maddie and Taylor, the Tortured Poets Department was these two. You know what I mean? And their story, because they're both writers, they're both performative artists. This was an idea that was supposed to be something different. So yes, I think she already knew it. I think she already knew that this is what she thought was going to happen. But then a catastrophe happened mid-tour. You know what I mean? She had to. I think that's when she added a bunch of songs to the Tortured Poets Department. That I don't think the Tortured Poets Department was ever supposed to be a double album at all. Period. She added. She's like, oh, holy shit! Now I've got new meaning. That whole thing. So
I think what Mike is referring to here, and Mike, correct me if I'm wrong. I know there is a theory out there that all of her black and white albums were unplanned albums. So I think that's kind of because he is saying we always plan it, because Rep people think that Karma, people who believe in this theory, think that Karma was already like planned and going ahead, and then Snakegate happened, and she transitioned to rep. And then Folklore wasn't planned because it was the pandemic era album that she just needed to get. She was
define unplanned.
Right.
Like that, like we need a definition of what the word unplanned means, because we have, and we know the months and months and months that she recorded all those albums. So like when I hear unplanned, it in my head, it doesn't make any sense, because personally I'm like, well, it took her, 10 months to write this album. So there's a level of planning to an album.
I think it's, and I don't know.
You know what I mean?
It's not a theory that I personally subscribe to, but I think that the idea is like, maybe she had something else in mind for that time period, for that album number, that era. And then something in her life happened that was significant enough that it caused her to pivot and create this whole different album, like Rep, Folklore, and Tortured Poet.
If you take that theory and kind of go, it's not that it was unplanned. It's that something the opposite of what she thought was going to happen happened. And that's why it's black and white. Then I agree with that. But like, I don't think that any of them was like, just because of the level of planning and just, we know her like studio time, that maybe I'm being a little bit too neurodivergent and hung up on the word unplanned. But I
think it's just I think it's, again, a lot of it ties back to the people who believe that there is a Karma album that was like fully ready to go before Snakegate happened, and that sort of took her off her planning, or that Karma exists in some capacity, but she then
so
plans and pivot to Reputation. And then the idea that like there was going to be Loverfest, and obviously Loverfest got canceled, and so maybe something was going to come off of that, and it didn't. So I don't know that the black and white is supposed to like signal that or something, or maybe I don't know. But I agree.
Oh my gosh,
the black and white is more Maddie-ish.
They are very Maddie-ish. Like they're significantly Maddie-ish, and except Midnight's. Except Midnight's is not black and white. It's super Maddie too. So it's very it's very interesting. But maybe it was just, I think it's just like something happened that she wasn't expecting, and therefore it like took everything out of color and back into black and white.
Yeah.
But a thing about Karma, and this is like, I just want to ask this, because if Karma was supposed to, first of all, what would make her write an album and then can't scrap the whole thing during the Snakegate time? Okay, why would the album be named Karma before the event of that produced the need for Karma? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is just always like, I get hung up on like why would, because
yeah, I agree. You know there's a lot of like, when you really sit down and think about it, I think there was a period of time where I was kind of like, oh well, that sounds like an interesting theory, because it was sort of the first time I had heard the theories about it. But the more I think about it,
because really Karma was supposed to, the thing is that they think Karma came out after Rep, but she actually made Lover instead, correct? Because the word Karma is in the man video. The man video.
Yeah. Yes. No, I think because people think Karma is connected with Bleachella, and that was the aesthetic for Bleachella. So I think people think that Karma was what she was at least working on, and then like the Met Gala happened, the Getaway Car happened, everything with Tom Holland happened, Snakegate, like everything, like her life just went, on a completely different track. But again, I don't know, because it's not a theory that I subscribe to, so I can't say for sure.
Yeah. I have a problem with the timeline of when when the Karma theory is supposed to have occurred, and that's basically it. But I also think that like, if she had music that she loved, it would have just gone on Reputation. Do you know what I mean?
And I also think that Karma if not a music label. I think that Karma, it could be something. I think it's something bigger than an album. We've talked about the possibility of it being a music label or a production company or something big, something that she's sort of mentally been planning for a decade now.
Yeah.
That at some point it will get announced, whatever it is, something to sort of, I don't know, but something that she has been thinking about basically ever since her masters got sold.
Absolutely. I think Karma is something that motivates her. You know what I mean? Because she's very, very compelled by the controversies that she's had in her life, and like by her like very strict compass of like justice and unjust things. And I think she's fascinated by Karma. And I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, but here's the other thing. I think that she also named a song Karma to end the talk about the album Karma.
And it didn't work.
You know what I mean? It didn't work, but it's like, you guys, this is the karma that she's giving you.
Yeah.
Okay. Like this is to, we're putting this to bed because now I've named a song this, so I'm not going to name an album that now. Do you know what I mean? Like, and maybe it's also a little wink that I hear you about the karma, but I put that on Reputation. I just don't want you to know that yet. Or maybe it's the vaults for Reputation. I mean, I truly believe that could also be the case. If, you know what I mean? Okay. So Darren says, Syringa was a nymph and lilac genius. Name is Syringa that turned into reeds to hide from Pan, and the nymphs that helped her were, how do you say that? Pleiadians? I don't know. And had lilac eyes, and Zeus turned them into stars. Ooh, I love this mythology angle, which would make
interesting,
like extreme amounts of sense when you look at, again, like the Karma video, right? There's like a lot of mythology visuals in that video.
Yeah.
And lilac eyes, which is also super interesting because it sort of ties back into Elizabeth Taylor, right? Cry My Eyes Violet.
The constellation behind her.
Yeah. Totally.
Zane Lowe interview.
Yeah. I love this. And I'm bookmarking it because now I have another thing to obsess on. So now I'm going to have to look this up.
Be something for sure.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh. So now I have got Midnight Library to obsess on. And mythology. So thank you guys. I love. I'm taking a picture of both of these so I don't forget. To obsess wildly on that. I think Taylor was more into him. I think it was a fantasy that didn't work out once it was real. I think that yes. I mean, obviously it didn't work out. it didn't horribly, actually. I think that Maddie, personally, I don't think that he likes to let that level of fame. It's like extreme fame, and I think that he had a lot of issues with it. And that's from, again, I'm just speaking as I'm putting my 1975 hat on and saying that since they became a band, this has been an issue with Maddie. He has a very hard time dealing with fame in and of itself. And I think that Taylor Swift's level of fame is obviously like a singular monumental amount of fame that quite literally no one else has achieved.
Yeah.
And I think that it's a really, really, you like only Travis can handle it. I mean, let's just be real. Like only Travis can handle it and not be affected by it. Like, I mean, party of one that can deal with this. So, you know, that's that.
I don't agree that Taylor was more into Maddie. I think, again, if you listen to the songs and the back and forth,
I mean, I think that they were both very into each other. It might have been a more cerebral thing for Maddie. I don't really know, but like they were deeply entrenched in they were each other's muses for like an extremely long amount of time. And I think that honestly, I think the fame is what, and especially like it was during the Eras tour, like where every second was being talked about, photographed. I mean, it was like, it was Taylor mania. Do you know what I mean? It was like a worldwide phenomenon that like, it was wild. So I mean, I'll just never forget. Okay. Again, like being a 1975 fan, I kind of know how Matty Healy rolls, you know, and what he
Yeah.
likes and what he doesn't, you know, and what he's into. And I will never forget in, I guess it was May. It was in May of 2024, 23, that there's a picture of Matty going to get coffee from the Eras tour. And he had like 9 of Taylor's bodyguards around him. And I said to myself right then and there, I was like, I don't, this isn't going to work out. I can't, this is going to be weird because he is a person that likes to disappear fully and like being just walk around cities and things. This is claustrophobic. I can already tell. Like this is a suffocating situation that you can't even go get a coffee with. I mean, now he's got 9 bodyguards. Like 9 bodyguards. What?
Yeah, if you're somebody who's trying to maintain a sobriety, and you know, there's a level of boundaries I think that you have to draw when you were, because that's around the time that he like got help and everything, right?
No, this was you know, he's been out of rehab for probably like 8 years.
Oh, is okay. I thought it was still like 2 year kind of, but still, I mean, that's a lifelong thing that you have to.
Absolutely, yeah. It's a lifelong thing, but I think it more has to do with just him, who he is as a person, and like it, like how he deals with art and the type of artist that he is, and just his adorable like self in an artist way. I know he's done some absolutely atrocious things online, but like he's a person that struggles a lot with like very deep questions and and he likes freedom. Okay, like I think it's really confining. I think again, Travis is the only person who's been able to deal with it. So props to Travis, but like literally no one else has been able to deal with the bodyguards, the very tight circles, the you know, everything on the hush hush, the extreme amount of caution just to get anywhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the planning just to do anything is wild. So
yeah, it's a very different life.
Yeah, he's like, I need more freedom. The end.
Yeah, which is fair.
Yeah, absolutely. He was in the studio when she recorded Florida with Florence. Yeah. And I mean, oh my gosh, I can't go on this. I could talk about this for like 7 hours. So I'm just gonna say Jen, yes, and wild. Very and wild. If you look at when she recorded Fortnite, they weren't even broken up. They were still together. Like,
I think a lot.
I think there's a version of Fortnite with Maddie singing it, and I want it.
Yeah,
I want it so badly.
I mean, we talked before about how we believe there's like at least 10 to 12 songs on Torture Poets that were probably written while they were together.
Oh, I think they wrote. Yeah, absolutely. I think it was like the story of their life, of their whole journey, and. I've rearranged the songs where it's like, oh, then this is the order, and they're telling us the whole thing, all the things that happened.
Yeah.
And then coincidentally, I mean, honestly, when they broke up, she could just be like, well, this has just happened again. So I can just still put it out like this. I mean, it's wild. It's wild. Yeah. It's wild. Hate me if you want, but I kind of believe that they never actually broke up. It was just for the speak up now of it all. Oh my gosh. I would never hate you. Okay. First of all, there's no hate in this community. So
not in the community.
Unless you're the Cheeto, which you're not. So
unless you're part of the administration, but
unless you're part of our government, then we don't.
Very pro Taylor and Travis, and
but I listen. I was very like pro Maddie and Travis. I mean, pro Maddie and Travis. What am I talking about? Pro Maddie and Taylor. Like I was extremely, and I still respect it to the highest like levels. Like again, because I'm a 1975 fan. But like,
sometimes we have to clarify it because we do talk about Maddie a lot.
Oh yeah,
and I a lot, and so sometimes people will say that we are, I guess, mailers is the name of it.
Oh, I was a total mailer, like I fully total mailer for a long time.
But people think we are. There are people now who are mailers. Are people who think that they are secretly still together.
Oh
and
yeah, no, I don't think that anymore. But I did for a long time. Like I literally did for like even up until this year. Like I mean, I was a hardcore mailer just because it's like I'm super fan of both of them, and like again, a decade of this for me.
Right, you shipped them, but you did never believe that they were secretly together when she was with Travis.
I did not. No, but I wanted them to get back together. I won't lie about it. Like I definitely.
I'm just clarifying for anybody out there who
I was
misinterpret.
I really.
Sometimes I feel like how there are houses that will have the signs on it that are, in this house we believe that love. And sometimes I wish I could have like a sign that's like, on this podcast we believe that Maddie and Taylor had this back and forth for 10 years, and that Taylor and Travis are married and in love, and that like.
I know, but there's
it's fine. It's fine. It's just.
But here's the thing. Need somes. I
need some Z's. I think
need some. Need some Z's. That makes more sense.
Sleepy.
I feel this. I understand where you're coming from, like deeply. Like and I know that I'll get a lot of shit for saying this, but like let's just say in like 5 months, like if Taylor and Travis got divorced and he ended up with Maddie, I would not be surprised. Like, I wouldn't be shocked by it. I don't want that to happen. Like, let me clarify. Like, I truly do believe that Taylor and Travis are very happily married and they are very much in love. And that is why they got married. And that's why also Maddie married somebody else also, because he's equally in love with somebody else, because these people are better for them. But would it throw me for a loop if like that happened? It wouldn't. It wouldn't. But that's like my inner, because I was a mailer for so long. Like there's a part of me that's like always going to be like, because of the intensity. Okay. Not saying I want it. I highly respect. And like, this is another reason I haven't put out Smoke and Mirrors until before. Like I waited till after they got married and to revisit this, because I didn't want all of the bullshit that when like you're saying that she's not really with Travis and they're not really in love. No, that's not what I'm saying. You know what I mean? That's not what I'm saying. I respect their relationships. Maddie's, Taylor's, Travis, Gabriette, all of them. Very happy for them all.
And we can talk about what happened in the past without disrespecting what's happening in the present.
And I'm like, I think it's just better if I put this out after everyone's married, so it doesn't enrage people. But that being said, I would never hate you for this. I understand this. I understand this, and that speak up now of it all made me so mad that I can't even listen. Do you know the great music we will never get because of that petition? The incredible music that we will never hear because of that petition. I can't. The fact that she listened to the petition, it still pisses me off. Okay. Like there's so many things, I'm not going to get into it, but yes, annoyed because Maddie, because Maddie is Betty. Yes. Agreed. Yes. Maddie was Betty.
Into that.
I 100% believe this. Joe was over when the pandemic was over, in my opinion. Yes. Yeah. I fully believe that. I don't know what Joe was doing. I can't fathom what Joe was doing in a lot of ways. It's wild to me. I mean, exile will always be like a.
I know.
Joe. I mean, questions galore. And I think that Life of a Showgirl is all part of it too. What was that? Was that thunder? What was that?
No,
what'd you do?
I knocked something off my wall.
Oh no! Do you want to get in?
No, it's just my letterboard. It's no big deal.
We're hot messes. Oh,
it needs fixing anyway. It's fine.
And I think that Life of a Showgirl is all part of it too. I don't even fully believe that Taylor and Travis are actually together married. Okay, I believe that they're married. Like I fully believe that they're married. I do. I fully believe that they're married. It's again, Taylor would not go to all of this. She wouldn't. I mean, this is an elaborate thing. So that would also have to mean that Maddie is faking his entire relationship with Gabriette, and it would be like, well, what is the point? Why do they don't need to do this?
Why would Travis and
they just want to be together? Like, again, do you know what I'm saying? Like, if Maddie really wants to be with Taylor right now, and Taylor wants to be with Maddie, then they did not have to have fake relationships,
fake
and
wedding,
then get married,
huge weddings,
to just be secretly together. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I understand the great emotional tie to the Maddie and Taylor relationship, because trust me, I was living for it. Like, I could not, I was so happy when this happened. I couldn't even, I honestly couldn't even deal with myself. Okay. And no one around me could either. It's all I talked about. I was so happy about it. Okay. but I mean, we have to be real about, like, Taylor's not going to get engaged, have a big ass wedding, like, do all the stuff when she could just, she's Taylor Swift and she can do whatever she wants. She doesn't need to be in a fake relationship because she could just be with Maddie. Do you know what I'm saying? Now, if like, it could be that one of them is secretly still in love with the other one of them. How would we ever know? I don't know, but they're not, life has to go on. Do you know what I'm saying? And they have moved on. They're married. They are both married. They got married in the same month. It is crazy. I mean, it is a wild situation, but it's the facts. And that's, you know what I'm saying?
I just think it's very, I get it. I get the inclination.
I totally get it too. Trust me, I get it.
There are two other people, Travis and Gabriette, who are involved.
They'd have to be a part of it. So what are they doing in real life then?
It feels disrespectful to them,
but it's also
to think that they would put their lives on hold to maintain this secret that does not benefit them, really. And I mean,
it benefits no one. Like, it benefits absolutely nobody involved. Do you know what I mean? None of the four would this be a benefit to, when Taylor could just say, like, do you know what I mean? Like,
would want to live their life like that, constantly keeping a huge secret. That
the Syringa comment was connecting lilacs and gold stars, which I love. Yes, like on her nails and the whole theme of everything, which and
it's interesting because gold stars were sort of a motif for Showgirl, so it kind of ties them together too, which I love. So
totally love. I love. I also think Midnight's was a possible breakup album with the fans if they didn't accept that she was with Maddie, and that's why it had the 1975 the 70s aesthetic, and then they were doing it Torture Poets Department together. I think that Midnight's, in my opinion, was a I think they were incognito dating, or like the people around them knew, obviously, but we didn't. We didn't know that they were together until I mean,
but break up with I don't think
like, I suspected something was going on when she showed up at his show in January. I was like, oh my God. I mean, the songs that she sang, their interaction with each other on stage.
But but a lot of the like public negative stuff about Maddie, to my recollection, had not come out at that point. Like, I don't know.
The negative stuff with Maddie didn't come out until the Eras tour. I'm talking about when she showed up.
I was responding to this comment though, that so Midnight's would be a breakup fan with the albums if they didn't accept she was with Maddie, but why wouldn't they? We didn't know. The fans would accept that she was with Maddie when all that stuff hadn't come out yet. The timeline.
Yeah, that timeline doesn't work out.
Fans, like, she just wouldn't, but.
I think that I think that she was so pissed at the fans.
Yeah.
Tortured Poets part.
No disrespect to you, Melissa. I love your thing.
I love this.
And I love it. I don't see the timeline of it.
Yeah, the breakup with the fans happened for sure during Tortured Poets Department.
I mean, she was on tour. I mean, angry songs towards the fans, absolutely. But absolutely. Like, okay, and maybe I'm misinterpreting. Breakup with the fans, to me, in my head, makes it sound. I think my interpretation of that is like she's going to walk away from the music industry to break up with her fans. And
I think it was a scolding. Let's just use the word massive. Like, I am so
for me,
pissed.
A breakup is an end, right?
Like,
walk away totally. So maybe I'm just misinterpreting, Melissa, what you're the word usage you're using.
Yeah,
so
I understand that.
Maybe I was a little more dramatic.
I think she was so that petition was insane. I mean, it was crazy, and it was, oh my gosh,
completely out of bounds, inappropriate, and ridiculous.
Completely. I agree with that too. It wasn't written and practiced only in that break time. It was in the works long before, like maybe a year before, when the fans did Speak Up Now. I think that they had been together for a lot, like the entirety of the Eras tour. Okay.
Yeah, I think there's two possibilities. I think that's a possibility, or I think they were sort of emotionally together, but not together. Do you know what I mean? I think
that they were
still technically with Joe, but she was emotionally already with Maddie, and he was sort of with her.
Well, I mean, we don't know. They could have actually broken up, but she just hadn't told the public yet. Because I'm telling you that when she showed up in January at his show, it was so unbelievable, and like their body language, like it was glaringly obvious. Plus, then her next album is like all the themes of that tour. Like you can see the Tortured Poets Department in January before the Eras tour even started. You can see the commingling of ideas. Do you know?
Yeah,
do you know
absolutely. But maybe it was a way she was trying a last-ditch effort to get Joe's attention. Who knows? We don't know. We'll never know unless she decides to tell us, which she probably won't.
Well, we can also look at when she wrote "You're Losing Me," which is pretty shocking. Like we knew, like, okay, so she wrote that song. She released it during the Eras tour. That was another thing that she did that was wild. Like she released "You're Losing Me" during the Eras tour, but that was written again months and months and months and months before, because Jack posted that picture. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When it was released, he posted that picture. And then, like, oh, so this has been going on. Oh, you mean the whole time since Maddie's been recording this and Taylor's been recording that, again with, Jack, who's like the obvious, whatever you want to call him, gossipy person, whatever. Like he's
the person who's giving us the information that she doesn't want to come from herself.
Yes, completely. And she's like, Jack, put out that picture of the raisins on the counter and write that this is the day I wrote "You're Losing Me." So again, a lot of the Eras tour, there was a fascinating situation going on where we were in real time watching things happen and also being told information about the past simultaneously that changed the narrative of how we got to the present that we were living in. It was a completely wild head trip to be in, and she did it flawlessly. Like she did it flawlessly.
I mean, she sort of had to. I mean, it was a way of like setting us up to know that that the things with Joe were ending, right? Like it was. Oh, because that song came out before they announced the breakup, right? Didn't it?
No, it came out after.
Oh, came out after. Oh, okay. Yeah. Then I'll take it back. Never mind.
Yeah, it came out after. I believe it was at the Massachusetts show, right? Well, I can't think of the what's the name of that arena? Because everyone got it there. It was available for sale there, and that one.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And I can't remember, but like, yeah, it was insane. It was just completely insane. Hold on. Midnight's was to.
Yeah, I agree. Midnight's was overarching. Yeah, it covered a lot. I really do think that Midnight's was what she said it was. It was the stuff she thinks about when she can't sleep, going back over her things in her life, for it just to be considered a breakup album. But people have different definitions of a breakup album. Like people think Bill is a breakup album, and it's like there's one breakup song on that album. I think a breakup album is like all the songs are about the breakup.
Yeah, but okay. So here's why I think it's a breakup album, and that's a very good point that you just made, because you're right. There's different types of there's different phases of a breakup,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
And like, I think there's like the Red Album phase of a breakup where it's like, this is a breakup album and it's about like
breakup.
the actual
Yeah.
breaking up. Then there's a breakup album like Midnight's where you're broken up and you're reflecting upon like your past. Like you get really reflective, I think, in a lot of like breakup scenarios.
Okay.
Like it's a, how did I get here? How did we get here? Why did like all of these things that led up to this moment in time. And she said,
fair.
do you know what I mean? Like she said it was like 13 sleepless nights. Okay, but all those 13 sleepless nights are kind of all reflective of this like time period where you're kind of living in the past. If you're like in love with Maddie, right? You have a boyfriend that is, which is compelling you to write, "You're losing me." You're thinking of like other men in your past that have been raging a-holes, and then you have woulda, coulda, shoulda. There's a lot. You're thinking about the Great War. I mean, all of these things that are like culminations of how we got here. And it's a different type of just breakup kind of album. Like it's not like it's like
it's
this
about a lot of different breakups, really.
It's what?
It's about a lot of different breakups. I mean, coulda, woulda, shoulda. High infidelity.
Oh yeah, but it's also sort of like a yeah. I mean, it's wild. I mean, I think it's just about a limbo stage. And do you know what I mean? Like it's like weird, like limbo world.
Yeah.
I don't know how to really describe it.
No, I like limbo. I think that works well.
Yay. Who wants to scrap something you've worked on for 2 years? She plans way ahead. Yeah, absolutely. She's like, we're still rolling with it. But now the Torture Poet Department is going to be party of 1. But no, still party of 2.
No girl's going to be
still party of 2, but like it's just in a different format.
Yeah.
Hi, hope you all are both well. Hi, Abby. I was wanting to say smoke and mirrors. Anyone? Aw, thanks. It's soon, you guys. Can we do comments? We're doing them. Yay!
Okay.
Oh my God. Hi, Divas. Holly, your hair is serving. Thank you, LP. Thank you. It's my curliness today. Hi. So it is a 50s look. The wedding was in London.
Picture today. Her hair is a 50s look. It was a 50s wedding. I mean, I didn't see any pictures except for.
And that goes with Lavender Haze. I don't want this 1950s. I mean, hate to say it, but it goes.
Yeah. No, I don't know.
It's a stretch.
It's 50s hair. I don't know. Whatever. It's a gorgeous dress. That's all I care about.
People are comparing the new bangs to the start of the coconut bob bangs. Yeah.
Yeah, they're
in a way.
No, those pictures are from 1989 era. Like
what?
Oh, they're not.
Oh my God, no way. No. The bangs are similar, but they're very different.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? They're very different, and there's no way. I mean, there's no way that.
Yeah,
but they are reminiscent. I will say those bangs are reminiscent. It looks like when she wears her hair up, swoops them. Her bangs, yeah. It's something about it's like you want to texturize them a bit. Like they look extremely like blunted. Like they look they look heavy. Like she'll whatever. She's amazing though.
But I mean that's so relatable. Like
she looks amazing.
Haircut and you kind of don't know like how to do it yet. You have to
totally
play with it a little bit. So relatable queen.
Yeah, absolutely. And also when your hair is darker, when she's progressively having darker hair, like that picture today, it seemed like it was even like 3 shades darker than the last time we saw her. The silhouette of like any lines is so much heavier. So her bang line, when it was lighter, is going to reflect light more. It's going to look softer.
True.
As her hair gets darker, that bang line is going to look heavier because it's absorbing light. And so it's just going to take a little bit of finessing. It could also just been the weather. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that was a big part of it. Or she could be prepping her hair to do some big change with it too.
Totally. For all we know, it could be a damn wig.
Some of the, the dead ends, the dyed stuff, get it back a little bit to its natural, and then maybe she'll bleach Ella again. Who knows?
Oh my God, I would die. I would love that. Hello, ladies. Hello. Hello, always Christmas. Correct me if Holly, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that the timing of Smoke and Mirrors collided with the wedding, and out of respect for that, it was postponed. But it is awesome and so interesting. So interesting. Yes, I didn't want any like you're not being respectful vibes.
Yeah.
She has said before that lilac is her favorite color. Awesome. Well, we're now in her favorite color era.
Bejeweled elevator had 13 as purple, so I think it's been planned as purple for a long time.
Absolutely. It's on our thumbnail, that button.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been planned for like forever, right? I mean, it just has. Well, the 13th from Midnight's was lilac.
Well, there we go.
There we go.
There we go.
There we go. That's why I think Rep will be released with 13 and then debut.
Oh,
interesting.
Debut.
Interesting. I think she's gonna do debut on the 20th anniversary. It would be stunning to me if she didn't.
I mean, she did say in her letter that it would be released at a time of celebration, which does make me think 20th anniversary, but who knows?
Wait, hold on. Have you heard the ocean of people to play for comment that Taylor made back in 2013? Have you heard the
about the ocean of people to play?
Yes.
Oh, I know what this is.
What is this?
Kind of came around that. Who was it? I don't remember. She talked to somebody about like crowd size and what it was like to perform in front of a certain number of people or something. And she said, if there was, I wish there were just like an ocean of people. I would be happy if it was an ocean's worth. Put enough people.
Okay.
And I would be happy performing for them. I can't remember who that conversation was with.
I don't know.
But yeah, it just kind of came out that she or remade the rounds that she made that comment. I'm not sure why it's getting airtime right now, but yeah. And again, it just says she loves what she does.
Is she leading up to like a festival? Is this why it's coming out? Because it was like 2013 and TS13 is coming out, and there's a lot of rumors of her playing like giant festivals. Is that the link that we're making with this? I mean, that's the link that I just made. Let's look into it. I think she will only release the vault tracks for Reputation. Oh my gosh, I hope so. Please be right. I hope so. I can't handle it. I'm not expecting to ever see the wedding photos, really. Oh, I think she's going to release them. Absolutely. She's with Taylor Swift.
Christian Dior basically said she is going to.
She's 100% going to do that.
So I fully think she will.
I think she's going to do it with her and Travis on his platform. So it's like they both get the benefit from it, you know? Mm-hmm.
That's right, Jen. You're right. It is the guy from New Girl, and it was when they were doing Saturday Night Live, I think, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was the guy who played Schmidt, I think, on Saturday Night Live. Thank you. Or on New Girl. Thank you, Jen.
Nice. Katie who made the dumb comment? Yeah, whatever.
I was trying to be, diplomatic, and that's their name. She also married Tom Schwartz, so her judgment is.
I love this comment. She looks like a middle-aged housewife herself. Talk about mid.
Yeah, I mean,
oh Lord,
but I mean.
Then she said Taylor has never served. What world are we living in? She's like, are you kidding?
It's edgelord behavior. I'm just gonna go against the group, but I don't want to be a sheep or a lemming or whatever, so I'm gonna say the thing that I can't possibly go along with the popular or the majority of people. Basically, that's what I think.
It's so dumb when it's like a basic fact that like she serves all the time, like a fact, like it's a fact. This is not up for dispute. Like it's just a thing that's not. It's not a theory. Do you know what I mean? Taylor Swift serves all the time. She's like one of those beautiful people that's ever lived. Like what are we really doing here? Come on. Mm-hmm. Didn't love all the cigarettes. Are you talking about Maddie and Gabriette's wedding shoot? I liked it. I don't know why I love it. I just love the whole vibe. It's just perfectly them. And it's just like.
It is perfectly them.
I love it.
It's a little disheartening on the whole that cigarettes seem to be, I don't know, in fashion again or something. Like I feel like I'm seeing them a lot more and like.
Well, smoking is like such a part of his like deal. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. I mean, separate from him, and I'm just saying a general comment.
Yeah.
Not them or specifically. I don't know how anybody who is a non-smoker dates a smoker, like in terms
no,
of
I don't understand that. No, that would be very difficult. Yeah,
I can't do it. I can't even.
That would be hard.
But that's me. But anyway, yeah.
I really love the idea that Taylor will be on New Heights and get to talk about the wedding. I think that's how they're going to do it. I think that it's like they're a combo deal now. Do you know what I mean? I think this is just how they're going to roll. As much as I hate Maddie, I am so grateful that he walked away so Travis could find Taylor and Maddie could find a Gabriette. Absolutely. Who seems to be a better fit for them. Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree.
Absolutely. 100%. 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Love that. I'm more happy to just get votes. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. I'm so happy for her to do what she feels right for her. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and I just can't deal with any changes to reputation. I can't. I disagree on Rep. She has said that she had some songs re-recorded already. So then we will be asking for those at least. It's
a possibility.
Yeah. And we can just leave those ones how they are. But like, please do not come for King of My Heart and do not come for Dress. Don't touch them. Don't touch Getaway Car. Just please don't. Like, I just, the other ones that she's already done. Okay, great. Fine. But like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I might be
I don't know that
in the minority, but like, I don't want to hear it. The different ones. Because they'll be different and I'll freak out.
I don't see her doing like partial album. I
do want her to change the lyrics if for good. Do you know what I mean? Like the few lyric changes that we've gotten.
Please make them available on Spotify. Please.
Yeah. Totally.
Want to hear them.
Now I need to hear Stay Beautiful, Taylor's version, so the same is not reciprocated for debut. Yeah. Thoughts? Yeah.
I don't have an emotional connection to any of the debut songs. So there's nothing where I'm like, oh, this has to sound the way it did or anything. So for me, it's like, it's fine.
That's good for you.
Yeah, no, I know.
We love that for you. Oh my God. It took me okay. I mean, we already know, I've probably talked about it 1,000 times, but like 1989 Taylor's version and Speak Now Taylor's version, it took me a while and still I just listen to the originals. I can't. Like, there's just, except for I Know Places. I Know Places Taylor's version slaps so hard that I can't even deal with it. Okay, we're not going to get into it though. I did something bad, changed lyrics and Delicate.
Exactly.
Yes, absolutely. Done. Easy. Boop. She's already done it. I liked Look What You Made Me Do, Taylor's version production. Great. And I'm happy. Like, I'm happy that people love it. It doesn't offend me, but like other ones did. Not offend. That's not the wrong word. It's because I'm neurodivergent, everyone. It's very hard for me to change with certain sounds. And like, that's just the bottom line. It's very hard.
I only heard it the once when I watched the show. I didn't listen to it over and over again. So it was like, okay, I hear a difference. Not enough to form an opinion one way or another. But.
Yeah. I was specifically talking about 1989 Taylor's version and Speak
Now.
Oh,
he said, look what you made me do. So that's why I'm responding to that. But yes, of course.
Yeah. She said herself, that's why Rep was last, because she couldn't think of how to improve it, because it's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
We just need that vote. I think the production was grittier. Well, that's true. Yeah. I don't know. Till the Dawn does not have You're Losing Me, though. Yes, it does. Doesn't it? Till the Dawn? Yes, it does. Yeah. Till the Dawn. Yep. Yes, it does.
It does on Spotify.
Yeah. It does on Apple Music also.
So I assume we have it on the vinyl, but we don't know because the vinyl doesn't exist.
We don't have we don't have the vinyl of it, which is my whole problem.
Yeah.
I think she's gonna release Rep with 13 to make it special and then debut I think 13 is going to be our connection between all the other narratives since folklore and then a rebirth of debut, which I love that. I do love that, but I think that debut's coming out first. But I mean, listen, I don't know. She might do debut and reputation together on New Heights, and then I think that 13's coming out. Like she's announcing it on her 13th on the 13th, her birthday. That's what I think. I mean, I don't know. I think Joe and her were broken up for a long time. It's very possible. It would explain but it wouldn't explain that he has writing credits unless it's truly because she had to do this man needs an award because do you know what I mean? I can't, it's wild to me. It's wild to me. Maddie's literally yep.
No, that's comment. Maddie's literally in the clouds during Lavender Haze on the airstrip. He is? And
the big cloud that she climbs up into the ladder, like she climbs from the ladder into that big cloud. Go watch I have to think of the music video. It's like literally in the music video. The exact same cloud, the exact same entire scenario. It's wild. It's a completely
No,
wild.
I know, but what do you mean Maddie is in Maddie, like a picture of Maddie is in the clouds?
There's theories about who, like there's a screen where there's a man, like a Maddie-esque looking person. There's a lot of Maddie in the Eras tour. There's a lot of Maddie in the Eras
tour.
There
is. But I never really paid attention to Midnight's set on Eras, so I probably missed it. You know me and Midnight's.
I know. You and Midnight's don't vibe like that. That's fine.
Some songs I really do, but just it's never the album I go to. Oh
my God, I love it. I love it. It's just that synth though. Like again, my neurodivergence, I'm obsessed with synths, and like there's excellent. The production on Midnight's is so good. I think TTPD goes all the way back to Speak Up Now. Yes, absolutely.
Well, it goes back before that.
It goes way before that. Yeah, it goes back to Reputation. It goes back to Reputation for 100% certain. I mean, I can make an argument that it goes before that, but like it's not like in the way that you think. Do you know what I mean? But like we'll just say
but it was being written. The songs were being written before Speak Up Now because
I think that they were making it like
they were.
I think that they recorded some of it during when she recorded Midnight's. I think that this is when they were collaborating on the Tortured Poets Department at the same time. There are so many similar sound structures that, and just I believe that they were already working on it. Wait, hold on. Taylor said she was writing Tortured Poets Department for 2 years. Yes, which lines up. In my opinion, Taylor has been writing about Maddie since Reputation. Absolutely. 100%. 100%. And vice versa. The Black and White album theory is that all those were not planned. Okay, so we already talked about that. I'm not even convinced that they ever actually broke up. I understand this. I don't think anything Ray or does is that Tay
Taylor does is unplanned.
I don't think so either. I think she's like an insane planner. And Look What You Made Me Do, all the Taylors or narratives she took on are below the word Reputation. Debut Taylor is above the book came out during the pandemic and the author is a Swiftie. Okay, and Look What You Made Me Do, all the Taylors, or narratives she took are below the word Reputation. Right, okay, understand. Okay. Debut Taylor is above. Are you saying that the one on the airplane wing? Is that who you're saying? I need more clarification on this. Are you talking about the one on the airplane wing that like saws the plane in half or whatever? Does whatever she does on the airplane wing?
But I think there's I don't know.
Or like in the mountain of Taylors. I need some more clarification.
The mountain of Taylors, she's at the very top, and then there's a big T.
Yeah, and there's a big
T at the very top. So absolutely, she's got the bodysuit that just says "rep" on it. Doesn't right? The like velvet bodysuit.
I think she's talking about the last scene where like it says Reputation on the airplane, right? Yeah, and then all the other but I didn't think that it was the debut version of Taylor that was on that airplane wing, because there's one of them that are on there. Right? Because
no, isn't it the rep version of Taylor that's doing that? That's doing the chainsaw?
No, because the chainsaw girl is on the stage and she has the snakes that come out.
Yeah.
There's another one that's on the airplane wing.
Oh. I don't know.
We'll get back to it. Mm-hmm. Do you think Maddie during the infamous interview was agreeing with the interviewer to not make it awkward? His public views about the issues don't really track with me. Do you think Maddie during the infamous interview was agreeing with the interviewer to not make it awkward?
I don't think he even really agreed. I don't know. It's been a while since I've watched it. People wanted him to push back. And he did. I don't remember him like agreeing about those comments that they made about Ice Spice.
Which comments are we talking about that are controversial about Maddie? He's had so many. So are we talking about which one?
There was the interview about that he had. I think it was when Maddie and Taylor were dating again. This is sort of what created the Speak Up Now thing. The interview was talking about Ice Spice and said terrible Ice Spice.
Yes.
And then Maddie, if I recall correctly, I don't think he said anything, but he did not push back and say like you shouldn't say that or whatever. And that's why people were with that particular interview, people were like, oh well, he must agree because he didn't push back.
Okay, so Maddie has said some like absolutely vulgar things. I'll be the first person that says that, but the thing that comes along with knowing the 1975 is something that is and it obviously doesn't work out well. Okay, like no one's saying this is a good choice for Maddie to go down these roads of saying like vulgar things, but he also is greatly like his motivations and inspirations a lot of times are shock value, and they are how culture responds to certain comments. And he's a performance artist. Like he openly says that he is a performance artist. Okay. He's very inspired. Let me just give you an example. Okay. Very inspired by Andy Kaufman. Does anyone know who Andy Kaufman is? Okay?
Yep, I know.
Kaufman is one of his like greatest influences because it's a psychological experiment on how society responds to this person's antics, their stagecraft. Okay, Andy Kaufman made two personalities. It was Andy Kaufman, and then his like what was that rude guy's name that he pretended to be. And he would like
I don't remember.
I can't think of it right now, but like he would play this like really offensive person that would like show up at other people's shows and like yell horrible things and like do all this like awful stuff.
Movie. There's a whole Jim Carrey movie, right?
Yes, and then there's a whole Jim Carrey movie about it, Man on the Moon, which was about Andy Kaufman. Now, here's I'm just gonna throw this in here because I just think it's so wild. There is the REM song Man on the Moon, right? And it was in the Andy Kaufman movie Man on the Moon,
right?
In the REM video for that song, the lead singer, I can't think of his name right now to say what's that guy's name? Michael Stipe. Yeah, Michael Stipe. He has the same exact hair and the blue as they do in the Opalite music video. I just wanted you to know that. And they're also performing in the Opalite music video. These two people are dressed in like a reference that could be referencing Andy Kaufman, which is a performance art. Okay. A performance art. And there are a lot of innuendos in Opalite that reference past relationships, past people. Okay. I just want that to be clear. I just like have to get it out. But I think that Maddie takes on personas during different album cycles that feeds him his inspiration, how to write about. He writes a lot about society. He writes a lot about sociology and things like that. So is it horrible that he would say horrific things about women? And, I mean, yes, of course. Is it smart? Probably not. But like, is it is the backlash part of his shtick? Yes, it's part of his shtick. You know why that is?
That
we don't
doesn't
know.
mean that's what he really believes in his heart. But when you then combine it with Taylor and her fandom,
Oh yeah,
don't know that, who don't have that reference and are not seeing the world from that point of view, really. That's where you come up with the speak up now reaction.
Absolutely. But
that got lost in the sauce.
But here's the other thing. It's also like an invasive thing to do because like fans don't have the right to do that. And like no matter what is going on, like if you respect Taylor, you would have
no matter what. I'm just saying that's
look, it was a wild, like, we don't know anything about this artist, and so we're just going to just go ahead and do that, which I think is a lot of the inspiration for Life of a Showgirl. Like, I think that this series of events obviously affected her life in like a million different ways, right? But I think it also inspired a lot of the references in Life of a Showgirl when she, in that bookshelf and all throughout, we see images from artists who are performance artists. It's a performance. It's like, I'm on stage, but this is not me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I like it all kind of like ties back in. It's kind of like a shame on you all for like, although like, I understand people like, I can't believe Taylor Swift is dating the person who said blankety blankety blank, right? But then at the same time, you have to go like, well, if I also think that Taylor Swift is a highly intelligent, emotionally intelligent woman who's like the songwriter of our, like the songwriter of our generation, do she has autonomy, like, and she can think for herself, and she has the right to love anyone she wants, and it's really none of our business to like, we can just not like it, but we don't need to demand that she break up with him, or like no one's going to her shows and they're deleting her from everything. That was crazy.
Absolutely. I 100% agree with you on
that. Totally. So anyway, I hope that answers the question. I'm like, not like, I hope you all can see that like I'm literally now in my Maddie zone, and like the Maddie and Taylor zone, and I can't stop thinking about it. All right. So Exile is a Joe point of view song, I think. Either way, wild. I mean, it's a both of them points of view song though, right? Both, right? Because you were leaving out the side door. Like it's both sides, right? Wild though. Wild. It's on Folklore. I've got so many questions about that time period. I don't understand. I realize it's very conspiracy theory. I know. No, I get it. Trust me. Like I get it. I get it. I feel you. You know, I understand this. The color motif for 2013. Oh my gosh. For Taylor Swift 13 looks like it might be purple, red, pink, I think in color. I
think it's going to be lilac and gold.
Yeah, me too. I totally, and Taylor's like done so much, like on our last live stream, she like breaks down all of the hints to that. And I fully agree with that. Like, I think it's going to be lilac and gold. 100%. And I think it's like I think that makes beautiful sense. Yeah. You're Losing Me was about breaking up with the fans. Ooh. And so was Midnights, and Tortured was supposed to be her declaration of doing what she wanted to agree. I think that You're Losing Me is 100% about Joe. Like, too. I mean, I personally do, but you're allowed to think whatever you want. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We love different interpretations.
Yeah, we enjoy. I think Taylor Swift will not announce debut 20th anniversary, but actually wait until October 23rd or 24th to release it.
So kind of a surprise drop is what you're thinking, Ruby.
That's very cool.
Definitely a possibility.
It's definitely a possibility. I mean, the extreme fans, not all fans, and I believe You're Losing Me was a breakup song to those fans because it came out in 21, not in 23, like we thought, given Jack Antonoff's post. Yes, but this is my point of that. This is how long I think the ending of Joe and her's relationship was. And I think her and Maddie were actually dating this entire time. And that's why I truly believe that she was so comfortable just showing up at a show, and then their chemistry together that during that show And then all the clues, the context clues of both of their vibes was so deeply intertwined at that time period that it also goes to show you the emotional depth that made Tortured Poets Department great was because this was not obviously a 3-month actual relationship.
Exactly.
It's like this is a extreme amount of depth and over a 10-year period. But I think that they were actually dating for like 2 years. Like I truly believe that. Like I think that they were already dating when she wrote "You're Losing Me" all the way years ago. You know, so I don't know. That's what I think. I think Taylor needed 2 years to process the breakup with Joe before she could talk about it. Yeah, and I think she didn't want to cause a big she didn't want to do this again. She says it on the Tortured Poets Department. Like, how did it end? Oh, here we go. This is all happening again. I think those feelings were also going on when her and Joe actually broke up, or they on again, off again, on again, off again, obviously for like 2 years. But I think she was dating Maddie because there's so many things that align during that time period.
Yeah.
I think. Rep Vault tracks, I can see that maybe releasing on New Year's Day 2027, since that is a song on the album. That's a good idea. But yeah. I mean, I'm feeling though, like I want it to be October 30th because I want it.
Me too.
I really want it immediately.
And if she doesn't release the album and just the vaults, would she reference a song that she's not? I don't know. That's a hard time because it's holidays, obviously. But I don't know. It's an idea, certainly.
It is an idea. But if she releases 13 on December 13th, would she release Reputation on the 1st of January? I don't know.
Well, or she releases it. She releases the 13th album on August 13th.
That's true. I mean, very true. We could be getting 13 in 2027 in August. I mean, very highly likely. I want it to be on her birthday, but
I know.
But whatever. I mean, she's going to release it at some point.
Right.
But no, I think that it's either her birthday or August 13th. It's one of the.
I agree with that. Yeah.
Then TS13 later in the year. Yep. Gillette Stadium. I think it was Foxborough. I think it was Foxborough.
Yeah.
You are right, Darren. Okay. It may be referred to as both of them, Christine. It may be referred
Gillette and Foxborough.
I think it was Foxborough that they were actually for sale. It was just that one. It was at that one show.
I think they're saying. I think he's saying that people use the names interchangeably.
Oh, okay.
Not that they were two different shows. I think is my understanding of how that was written.
Gotcha. Did I just hold on? I am just hoping for vault tracks of some sort. Yes.
Amen, Jacqueline.
Absolutely. Hi, Jacqueline. Probably just got her hair colored and then trimmed. Yeah, it fades. Definitely. Okay, let's see. Cigarettes are yucky. I just think cigarettes are yuck personally. Yeah, but it's their vibe. Yeah, definitely. I know places and Wonderland are superior. I agree. I know places is so excellent. And so is Wonderland. I don't think she'll name debut TV like the others since she now owns her master recordings. It will be called 20th Anniversary Edition.
I mean, there was that
I like that
listing of the album coming out that was like in Germany or something, although the listing wasn't in German. And it had 26 tracks, so 13 vault tracks. Or no, I don't remember now, but I think it had 26 tracks. It was all the stuff that people have talked about. So that makes it like fan made, right? And then it was named Taylor Swift's 20th Anniversary Edition. Not to say that won't happen. It could happen, but that listing was not a real listing. That came out right before August 7th when we were all clowning.
And clowning we were. And then I really were. I'm so disappointed.
I know.
I really thought that was happening.
I know.
You
I know.
convinced me so hard.
I
It's
know.
so good. And like,
I was like the first one to say it, like a million
I know.
years ago.
I know. And like, it would have been perfect. And I am so pissed that she didn't do it. I was very much thinking that was only happening.
I like cleared my schedule for
me
that
too.
day. How sure I was.
I know. Damn. Okay. I know. I think her and Joe were on and off the whole time of the relationship. I sort of agree with that too. Like, it was
I do too.
I think it was because during the pandemic, Joe and Taylor were stuck and Joe was trying to get out and wrote all those sad songs. Oh my God. Can you imagine? I always have this vision, and like I talk about it a lot, but like I had this vision of like Exile being written and like they were like going crazy like in the house together. And like Joe says, like from like far away in the mansion, like, I'm going out the side door to garden or whatever. And she's like, and I'm leaving out the side door. Like, I think that's like the type of collaboration that was going on.
Yeah. I don't know.
More than like,
yeah.
More than like they're sitting there writing this like, or maybe I don't know. It's just wild to me. I don't know. On Spotify, I'm looking at it. You're Losing Me is not on the Till the Dawn edition. Maybe it's different from US to UV. Yeah, like it is definitely on the Till the Dawn version.
Because like I said, I don't really just put on midnight. So
oh, I do. That's why
I know. But you don't have Spotify.
Yeah, I'm more of an Apple Music lover.
Yeah, actually, it's not on there. Interesting. I really thought it was.
It's on mine.
Huh. Interesting.
Oh, wait, hold on. Wait, what? Did she take it off? It was on there. It's gone. Oh, she took it off.
Wait.
What? Wait, where's the other version that used to be on here? Oh my God, what's going on? Weird. You guys, what?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh my God, the Smiths just came on. What the fuck? Wait, what?
I genuinely don't know because again,
now she put it as From the Vault.
But
this used to be on the Till the Dawn edition on Apple Music, and now it is in the From the Vault. That's so weird. That's so weird.
It's been it's on Spotify. It had From the Vault in the parentheses, I think, since it came out, but for a very long time.
Yeah, but that's not how it was on Apple.
Okay. Because I remember you and I having a conversation about that, and I called it a vault song, and like you said, it's not a vault song, and I said okay because I thought I was just wrong. And when I went back to look at it, I was like, no wait, it does say on mine anyway on Spotify. So I mean, there's obviously something weird between the two platforms there.
Wait a minute, maybe I just put it on the playlist.
That's a possibility.
Because I have all these playlists.
Because you would want all of them together.
Yeah, maybe I just put it on a playlist. Because I have my Midnight's playlist. Because I've reordered them all because I don't like the order that they're in. So, maybe that is it. But I could have sworn that was on.
Sarah is saying You're Losing Me was never on Till Dawn on YouTube. It was just by itself, like a single, and says From the Vault. Okay.
That's so weird. Okay, maybe that's true. But I made a playlist. So I'm 100% like not remembering this correctly.
So we won't panic about it for now anyway.
No, we won't panic. We won't panic about it for now. Yeah. I think he says things ironically just to get a rise up. Absolutely. He does. Absolutely. Tony Clifton. Thank you, Darren. Yes. Tony Clifton. Yes. That is Andy Kaufman's alter ego. Yes. 100%. Yes. And then we have William Bowery is Joe Allen's alter ego. Absolutely. And Truman Black is Maddie Healy's alter ego.
But is a pen name the same thing as an alter ego?
Absolutely.
Oh, I thought pending was just like you wrote under a different. Like I thought alter ego was a whole like
persona,
persona that you put on.
Yeah, but I mean,
am I wrong in that?
Maybe, no, you're not. No, you're not wrong in that. But like, do we know the depth of what William Valerie's up to?
Well, that's a good point.
We don't. Maybe William Valerie's the one with all the magnetic energy going on, because that would
that's the magnetic force of a man.
Yeah, it's the alter ego. Yeah, the one that we've never seen. Yeah, maybe it's the alter ego. Very possible. Very possible. Very possible. Very possible. Maddie's is Truman Black, which then I think is another reference to obviously like the Truman Show,
like Truman
but
Show.
also the Black Dog. It's also the Black Dog. Like there's so many things. There's also the bar called Truman Black. Anyway, like it's all good. Yeah, like I mean, Taylor Swift shows us her alter ego, right? Do we know? I mean, in my opinion, Taylor Swift is the name of her alter ego because it's her like she's not. I don't know what they call her in her family, so probably just Tay or something. I don't know, but like Taylor Swift, like the name together, Taylor Swift. Yeah, Tay. But
that's my sound when I plug in my charger for my phone. Oh. I have that sound bite of him doing Tay Tay. So I hear
that's so cute. Oh my god, that's so cute. Oh, I love that. I meant on the airplane, there is a Midnight Library from childhood. Yes, I know the Midnight Library. I love that book.
Okay.
And another one from the pandemic.
Oh, okay.
The later one, the authors of Swifties. So I think the narratives resurfaced after the pandemic. Interesting.
Okay. So lots to
look into. Investigate.
Okay.
I'm going to be hardcore investigating that.
Okay.
The name shows up on the folklore song Betty. That name shows up.
William Bowery is...
he wrote
Exile and Champagne Problems.
Yeah, just like what?
Yeah, I know. Wild choices. Certainly.
It's literally wild choices. We'll never understand it. Yeah, but there is no excuse for the Speak Up Now petition. Absolutely, those people should be exiled from the fandom. I agree. That's totally crazy.
And the stupid "Don't Marry Travis." Not real
the
love.
Second petition.
We need you to stay heartbroken petition, which
insane. That needs to go away. Yeah, 100%. Straight to jail, slingshot right into the sun. We do not do that. Okay.
No.
Women can choose who they want to be in a relationship with.
And she's not our puppet.
She's not our puppet.
But she has to live her life. It doesn't. Yeah. We've been down that road. We won't go there again.
Yeah. We'll this like a 4-hour rant that will go on.
Yeah.
Right. Because it's crazy. But we already have a purple album. I could see gold, but lilac is too close to speak now, I think. I don't know. I mean...
Well, okay, but my theory is that it is going to be completely written by her, so that will echo Speak Now. But I think it may be produced by her as well. And I think that's why she's been around Somber so much and talked about Somber so much, because he writes and produces all his own music. So he's kind of an Easter egg. But I think it's not just going to be lilac. I think it's going to be lilac and gold.
Yeah. It's a blend.
We're in 2-color eras now.
Yeah.
So it was a 2-color era. It's looking like this is going to be a 2-color era.
I can totally see that. 100%. And so it won't be like specifically, and it will be a very, I think like very lilac, maybe even like almost like periwinkle-ish and gold. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Like lilac is this.
I think it's going to be very like a, very like a subtle.
Yes, like
a basically.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Totally. Yeah. Speaking of gold, do you think Taylor's gold references are who they are actually about, Joe or actually Maddie? In my opinion, Joe has always been blue, gray, not gold. This is such a fascinating question.
My opinion,
I think that
go ahead.
I personally think that it's weird. Okay. There's not like a direct answer for me to say this because I think gold in a lot of times references Maddie in certain symbolism. I think Joe is always blue. Like I think he is always the blue gray one. But Maddie is also a black. Like it's like the black and white when it's not even okay when she's talking about like complete opposite situations. I think she's always referring contradictions. Like when she's talking about like a contradiction, a paradox, black and white is always Maddie. But there are so many references to him being gold, 100%. But then she sort of, again, like she does a little bit of a weird. By the time we get into folklore, it's a little blurry on like the reference to Joe. I see. Okay, like in my head, I think that she always wanted to be dating. Like she wanted Joe to be this golden thing. This is what she wanted. She wanted to sort of like be free of the Maddie of it all. And I think she like really like almost imagined her relationship being a certain way with Joe. And it really wasn't. Like at the end of the day, like, well, this actually, I kind of made you into something that you're not, because I was kind of like really heartbroken over this other person. And, but on reputation, Maddie's gold. I'll say that. On reputation, Maddie is gold.
Well, here's what I think. I think gold is not a specific person. I think gold is her
an ideal,
her true love color.
Yeah, yeah, and that's why this album will be gold and violet. Yeah, that makes
exactly. Total so I think that she has used gold in the past for Joe and for Maddie because she thought it was true love with each of them at different times. And now she's going to use gold for Travis, who is her for real true love.
Okay.
Forever.
I agree. It's like an ideal. Like it's like an ideal. And that's what I totally agree with that. And I think that's why the gold color is pretty weird. But like in reputation, like I think that gold is Maddie a lot. It switches up, and I think it makes more sense when you think of it like it's an ideal, like it is the true love color, and so it does it changes who it's referencing depending on what she's feeling. It's like a mood ring, like it's like another like kind of one of those mood rings. It's very fascinating. Like her writing is so incredibly fascinating. How the characters that she comes up with that are related to her life, wild. It's very wild. Gold is mostly Maddie, but Joe for reputation. See, I think it's the opposite, but like I think that's actually more what Taylor just said, which is like it's more of like the ideal, and that's what she was always striving for. Now she's gotten it, so yay! You're Losing Me was only released at MetLife Stadium on a CD. Okay, so there we go. But it was on. I mean, we don't have a physical copy of it in any other format besides that one show. Correct.
Yeah.
I thought that it was on Till the Dawn, but I think it's because I just made a playlist and I rearranged all the songs because I don't like the order of them on. So You're Losing Me was okay. So we've already discovered this.
Yes.
Thank you for clarification, everyone. She claimed she heard him playing the piano tune on Exile and liked the tune. Joe's grandfather was a composer, absolutely. So he does have musical background to a degree. I think words were all Taylor and Justin. Would make 100% more sense. Like honestly, it would make 100% more sense. But like, I like thinking that it was like this insanity during the pandemic for them being like stuck in each other's house, like stuck in the house together, and she's like just. Anything he says, she's like, and now he's leaving out the side door. He's like, I'm going for a walk in the garden. Whatever. Maybe Joe Alwyn is the alter ego and William Bowery is the real person. Wouldn't this be the shit? Oh my God, plot twist galore. That would be insane. I would love that. That would make more sense. I mean, honestly. I mean, then he should stick to William Bowery, maybe. I mean, I don't know. I'm still searching for the magnetic force of a man, but you know what I mean? Oh my God, Holly, you made me laugh out loud. Now I'm going to see that every time I listen to Exile.
Absolutely.
Oh my God. And like Betty, like, I mean, and Champagne Problem. Like,
I know. Wild work. Very wild.
I mean, truly wild work. TTPD was a 2 shade era. Yes. It was actually, I mean, it could technically be 4 shades if you really think about it. Like it was gray, white, black, and then that tan color.
Well, I mean, all of the eras have like sub colors to them.
Yeah, they do.
But Showgirl is the only one where, first of all, as we know, the emoji they used was not the orange one, the 2-color emoji. So that got me thinking about what's the if it's gonna for TS13, if there's a flower emoji that has 2 colors or something, like purple and something. Anyway,
Apple's gonna come out with new emojis right before this release. You know,
but also, so I'm just thinking in this Taylor Nation post that just came out to celebrate 1 year since Showgirl was announced, they specifically mentioned both colors, and they've never done that with anything else. So you're right. I think you could look at almost any era and say they're 2 colors. It's just that we represent them with the single heart color emoji.
Yeah. When Apple will just have to come out with something new.
Maybe, or maybe there's a flower.
Is there a lilac in the
I don't know if
Apple
there's
flowers?
But maybe there's like a purple flower that's 2 different colors or something.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know.
And I think that Eldest Daughter is so closely the Easter egg song for the next album that it's like, it makes sense.
Yeah.
And we have 2 blue albums that are different color blue. Yeah. So maybe you guys, all right. I mean, like, yeah. So like, if you think about like Midnights in 1989, like, I mean, Apple's just going to have to come out with more hearts. I mean, that's just the end of it, right? Like that's, didn't they do that for Midnights?
Maybe that's one reason I think the florals is also a dig at Blake, but maybe that's why she's pushing the floral motif so hard, is because maybe she's transitioning from hearts to something different, like a flower.
But like, I mean,
but I don't know.
Is my memory like wrong here, or did Apple have an update where that dark blue heart came in right before Midnights?
Yes,
like it was
absolutely
and like I think that she did that. Like so, I think that we'll be getting like a metallic looking heart, a metallic gold looking heart, or a like light purple heart.
Yeah.
I mean, I just
tell me she doesn't work with Apple. I mean,
she does.
Out with orange phone right when Showgirl was.
Yeah.
I mean obviously there's
it's insane, like the emoji updates that happen during a Taylor Swift album like release. So yeah, she's doing it. Although she could have come up with a better one than that flaming heart remember that was kind of weird.
The flaming heart that she used for Showgirl?
Yeah. Like I would have thought that Apple would have come out with like a mint green heart.
Because there's an orange heart right there.
I know.
That hasn't been used.
I know.
It's the Travis colors, I guess. I don't know.
It was wild. I don't know. Who do you think is maroon? Maddie. 100%.
Melissa, don't even. We disagree.
Maddie, 100%.
She thinks it's Maddie. I think it's Joe. One day we will sit down and we will battle.
Oh, I have like in Smoke and Mirrors, there's literally like an hour I could talk about this one thing. I don't. But I talk about it in depth. Like it's really a Maddie. In my world, in my head, it doesn't mean I'm right. In my head, it's all good. It's all good. What about in Daylight, the gold? Who do you think Daylight is about? Yeah, I do believe that. I do believe that it is Joe because. Okay, how do I want to word this? Because it also mentions shades of red in that song.
Mm-hmm.
And
believe love would be burning red.
Yeah. And I believe now that that was Maddie in the song. Like that's the line about him. And then it goes into like I think her delusion of thinking of what love is like with Joe. And then he turned out to be sort of like, Joe. So
yeah, I think it's almost like I thought it was going to be this passionate, meant to be cosmic love, but now I think with Joe, she sort of did have like a day-to-day comfort and like a routine, a predictability.
Absolutely.
And so I think she was maybe trying to convince herself that was long-term and that was what love was supposed to be.
Totally.
Maybe she felt like it was at the time.
Yes, could be. Very well could be. Very well could be.
Wasn't suitable for her or for them, I should say.
Yeah. 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 I just think, yeah. I mean, Joe I think she was kind of like, oh, wait a minute. Like, I've been duping myself. Do you know what I mean? Bring back William Bowery, because
A
Joe
lot of people
Alwyn.
do it. Yeah.
Yeah. Good in dress and gold in dress and in game for. Oh, see, I think dress is about Maddie.
Dress is about Maddie.
100%. I think 100. I mean, I actually think in game is about Maddie also, because when you think of the words in game, big reputation, you and me are going to be a big conversation. Who? No one even knew who Joe Alwyn was. Yeah. Like, let's just start with that right there. Okay. But then we're going to talk about like, oh my God, what's his face? First of all, I think like Ludacris is the Maddie character, obviously, right? Like, this is the controversial Maddie character. All right. And then we have, what's his face? I can't think of the Ed Sheeran, the gingerbread man. The
right. Which is obviously how you think of him now that you know that he's got the gingerbread man records or whatever. So he's not even
all I can see. What?
I'm guessing, are you picturing the gingerbread man from the
space? Yes. I can only see him as a gingerbread man cookie now. Like, I can only see him as a gingerbread man cookie now. Like, it's just like, that's all I can see since since you told me that. I literally cannot picture it.
Darren, you're right. It was Future. It's not Ludacris.
Oh yeah, Future. I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. It is Future. I'm starving, everyone. But anyway, yeah. So the gingerbread man is friends with Maddie, like very good friends with Maddie. So the inclusion of these two people in this time period, I think that song is 100% about Maddie Healy. It's the remnants. I'll even take it a step further, and I will say that, like, on Lover, Death by a Thousand Cuts, okay? Here's what I'm going to tell you. The metaphor that she uses in Death by a Thousand Cuts of the house, right? Chandelier still flickering here. Like, I was inside this house, right? Now I'm outside of the house looking in. Now, what did we talk about at the beginning of this live stream? That the Lover house on the Eras tour, that's unfurnished. It has lighting though, but it's very, very sparse on the inside. And Maddie Healy's set, okay, combining together. If you think of, and you think about locking yourself out of, like, houses or something you can board up that you can lock, that you can unlock. You think about the metaphoric usage in Fresh Out the Slammer of locks, labels, locks, and sealing. Like, all of these different are all references visually to houses, especially in Death by a Thousand Cuts. Yeah. And when you think of that song and then think of the purpose of the Lover house in a way, and how it morphed into the stage, like both of their stagings were like, now I'm moving my stuff into your space, and we can take all the boards off the windows. You know, this has been a metaphor for Maddie for a long time. Is windows, locks, houses, the Lover house. I mean, it's a very interesting. It's very interesting. The visuals they both use. I will just say that they both use to describe this situation between each other. Gold. Okay, yeah, we got that. I don't know about y'all, but I'm itching for new music. I know the dream for me would be a soft rock pop whimsy lilac album, Stevie Nicks feature, maybe Lana as well, and a special visual album since it's her 13th. I need a visual album.
Visual album.
I would love this more than anything. I want it to be, I don't even care what it is, but I want it to either be like a rock album. I would love it to be like a Sade type album, like a like soulful kind of like R&B. I would obsess on. I would love it for it to be like emo-esque, like very like
I think it would be. I mean, the references she's been making lately are a lot of like emo, alternative rock.
I love that.
But I also see the potential that it could be different genres for every track.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
A country song, you know,
that would be wild. Yes, but I could absolutely. Her 13th album, combine all. Yeah, I love that. I love that. I was mentioning it because people were thinking TS11 through 13th is a trilogy.
Yeah, I've heard this theory. Basically, they think that because both Torture Poets and Showgirls start with the word "the," which seems a very tenuous thread in my. I just don't think the albums connect in a trilogy sort of a way. But I guess we'll see when TS13 comes out.
I mean, there are nods to the Tortured Poets department on Showgirl.
There are, but not in any more way than there are nods in any of her other albums to albums before.
Yeah, like
if that makes sense.
Yeah, that does make sense. Yeah, there are
preferential.
But I also think like Fate of Ophelia is so half of it is about Travis and half of it's about Maddie. Like I do believe that. Like it's like the shitty time that you saved me from this nightmare of situation. So it's like I think it starts with like the ending of Torture Poets and then it just moves forward to like, you know, her life with Travis. You know what I mean?
I agree, but I think you could say Midnights does that too. If you consider You're Losing Me as the last track on Midnights, it goes straight into Fortnight. So
all of her albums sort of do that because she's writing about her life. I mean, we have to be real about it. Like they all connect. You know what I mean?
I think if it's a trilogy, I think it would be more explicit than just they both start with the word "the."
Yeah, see, like this is interesting because I think of all of her albums are connecting. Now that I'm thinking about, like, I don't ever see them as separate things in a way.
I think of them as I would a book series,
right?
The album is a new into the series.
Totally, 100%. Yes, exactly. I love that.
We won't know for sure until 13 comes out.
That's true. I mean, that is also true. Oh my God, Eldest Daughter really is the egg for TS13. Absolutely.
There was a time when I thought it might be named TS13 might be named Home. I don't think it would be now, but it could. I could see it, right? Like it was a
100%. 100%. Yeah, and I mean, I think that Ferris wheel out the window of Fate of Ophelia is. And she's like super happy. That scene, she's like so elated. And right out the view is like the Ferris wheel. Now we've got kisses. I think that represents the wedding. And Lilacs is the album.
The room 87.
Yeah.
And they party and they celebrate. And then she goes, and she's like
totally
relaxed and like, I'm good now. Like I'm
totally
settled.
Yes, absolutely.
Love it.
Yeah, I love that. And yeah, it's perfect. It's perfect. Joe was the guy you should be in love with.
That's what I was trying to say.
Yes. But it's not the one she was in love with.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Did Maddie have a buzz cut? Yes. Maddie went through a buzz cut phase that was absolutely amazing. So
well, there you go.
So there you go. So future. Yep. And Opalite, the lightning strikes were Maddie. Okay, so there's several like Maddie things in Opalite, but it's a moving on song. But again, that that scene that looks like the Andy Kaufman stage performance, it's both of them together. I think that it is showing what they were doing during the Eras tour. Do you know what I mean? I think there's like subtle call outs to to Maddie. But at the same time, you could say that it's about her and Travis being together now because they're like matching. You know what I mean? They're like, it's
Matching each
wild.
other. Energy.
Yeah, they're matching each other. Yeah. But
I don't see the lightning. I mean, I do think lightning strikes are Maddie, but I think they're Maddie and all of her breakups, all of her controversies, Snakegate.
Yeah. It's all of it. Yeah. But yes. I mean, I think Maddie was a huge one though, because I think it was something that she really clung on to for so long.
Absolutely.
And I shouldn't say clung on to, but she was invested in, you know what I mean? It was like a huge driving force. Future and Ed Sheeran were on yes, not the gingerbread man.
But also I would say that I think the Opalite is like about Travis dancing through his lightning strikes
absolutely.
Too. His
I think
controversies and his
and him losing the Super Bowl and all the things that they have gone through, that they have had each other, you know, to comfort each other, you know, to support each other even through the bad times. You know, I mean, I think that Showgirl is mostly a Travis. Actually, I think I think Showgirl is a Travis album. But when the references to Maddie or to the past, it's only to highlight how much better she is with Travis than the other ones. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, he's also eating out of the trash because it's somebody she went back to. That's that she went back to. I'm not saying trash. I'm just saying that expression is referring to
absolutely
somebody back that you had already broken up with. So
absolutely.
I just want to point out that I've got about 6 minutes.
Yeah.
Until
I've got to do I do too. So maybe Maddie is gold then. I think I mean, yes, but it depends on how she's viewing the person at the time. I truly believe that. Like it's how she.
I don't think it's person specific. Yeah.
It makes me angry because if TS13 really is Lilac, I know. Oh my gosh, I know.
Yeah.
The Taylors are going to be talking. Yes, I know.
But I think at this point, she doesn't give a damn.
Right.
She's going to do it regardless. I mean, I'm sure they are saying that about the just married sign too. So it's like.
I know. Like we were gonna have Lavender Haze in our thumbnail title, but like we had to take it down because I'm like, I think the Gaylors are gonna think that we're like, oh, you know.
Yeah. Number one Arrow fan is here. Hello. Came in right.
Yeah, hello. I never noticed that in Eldest Daughter that the bridge is an Easter egg for TS13. Yes, I mean that's my theory. I don't know.
We won't know for sure, but it feels like, you know how there's always a bridge song to the next
absolutely
album. Or the transition song, the bridge song.
Totally.
Hopefully anyway.
Absolutely. And I mean it's
million Eldest Daughters.
Oh, absolutely. I think in Opalite, the rock is Joe, the trash can is Maddie, and the cactus is Kyla, Nicole, and Donnell is Travis. Okay, I just want to say this, okay? I don't know if anyone remembers this, but when Joe and Taylor first announced that they were actually dating, that they were actually together, they made a public announcement about it. Right. This was literally months and months and months and months and months and months after everyone thinks in their mind that this happened, but they really didn't announce that they were a couple until I think it was like May of 2017. I don't have my notes in front of me, so forgive me or 2018, something like that. Like they were dating not secretly, but they just officially announced it for a long time. Okay. But one of their first pictures together, it might have been actually their first one where people figured it out. Does anyone remember what it was? Because it was them on a trip and they both took pictures in front of giant cactuses. Cactuses. Okay. They're in the desert. There's a picture of Taylor in front of this giant cactus, and then there's a picture of Joe in front of a giant cactus. And so I think the cactus is actually Joe. I think the rock is Maddie for multiple reasons.
Yeah,
but that's what I think. But like
star and everything, yeah.
So you know, I think the cactus, she picked cactus because the introduction to them publicly. Their first like Instagram pictures were like by these humongous cactuses. Cactuses.
I think the trash, honestly, is like Jake and John.
Yeah.
And maybe Alvin. And, you know, like the for real trash. Like,
yeah. Like
the
real trash.
irredeemable ones.
Yeah. Like the for real trash. Yes.
Because they are so trash. Yeah.
They are so trash. All right, everyone. Well,
we didn't even get to all the TikTok stuff, which we will because it's a major move.
And we didn't get to the Cheeto.
Right. So, well, that's the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we'll get into it. We had to play catch up a little bit today because
we did.
were able to record last week, which is absolutely fine and understandable. So it's just we'll put a pin in it.
We'll put a pin in it
next Sunday. And
we are going to pick it back up on Sunday.
Absolutely.
So yay. So everyone,
no technical difficulties.
Oh my God. So sorry about that.
No allergic reactions and no cars
no
being
floods.
And no,
okay. Yes. Hopefully it's just back to normal times, but who knows? So anyway, until then and always, everyone, peace. Love. And Swifties. Forever. Bye. Love you guys.
I love you guys. Have a great week. Thank you. Bye-bye.